And Lena, you say that like it's like I can only play PDCGL. Like, oh, isn't PDCGL down? No, you say that like, oh, Trust Your Pilot can only play PDCGL. No, you know what? Ask I Am Legend's mom. I am very versatile, okay? I can do many things at once. I don't just have to play PDCGL, and I would like to apologize to the creator, the master of baiting, the creator of TCG Masters. They went out of their way to add Crustle and Sacred Ass. Okay, Clan Burglar. But they went out of their way to add cards that I had planned to play today. And then PDCGL, of course, is back online 2.5 hours early. And this is why I always say, people are like, oh, you know, why would you expect PDCGL to be back online already? They said it'd be offline for 8 hours. On average, an 8-hour maintenance will last 6 hours. Sometimes it'll go 12 to 16. Sometimes it'll go 4 or 5. You never know. But do you really want me to play a Steven's Metagross deck just to see if they fixed it? Because in the patch notes, really the only thing that we can check today, I checked the music and the music isn't any different. So that'll be on. Hang on. Yeah, so the music isn't any different. So that'll be on Thursday. We'll get new sound effects. We'll get new music. When you play a Team Rockets card, we'll get a new menu. And if you're wondering what that other random music was, that was the YouTube stuff. So I apologize. I had to mute the YouTube. So I think this is the first time in like the last 4 or 5 sets where the Battle Pass image hasn't updated with the new update. So that's pretty crazy, is they managed to not screw this up. Usually this would say like Team Rocket, but I guess because they're doing like a full revamp for Team Rocket and giving us like our own custom theme and stuff, then it's fine. But no, I was saying, should we test out Steven's Metagross to make sure it's actually fixed and they didn't break something else? And then I could also test out Alolan Executor. That would be the other thing, the Alolan Executor EX. Let's see if I just grab a random... Can I just grab someone randomly in the deck list? Sure. Oh. Okay, as long as I take out the Crustle... Sure, I'm gonna take out the Crustles, and we'll try this list. Thursday! Always Thursday. Never gonna let me down. Thank you for gifting a sub. I take it was a successful weekend. All right, so we just have to add this list. We're going to test out Alolan Executor. And then what? So Executor, test these. And to Mr. Lynn. So it was a very good weekend. You did many good things this week. You sold many cards. All right, so let's just go for a third Execute. I guess there's nothing special here. It's just a random deck. There's 3 Crispin. How many is it? It attacks for a grass and a water. Sparkling? Wait, where's the ace? Is it just Legacy Energy? That's boring. Do we have a Squawk? We have a Squawk. We have a Fez. And there you go. Never gonna let me down. I mean, I could... Let's just put a Pokegear in here. Remember, you can't search for the Pokegear. You have to type in gear for it to show up. So we'll test out the Executor. Remember, the issue with Tropical Frenzy was that if you use Tropical Frenzy without any energy in hand, then the game would freeze. So I guess technically I should play with my balls a little bit more than I normally would. Yeah, let's get rid of the Jamming Tower. Let's get a few more balls in here. Is there anything? No, because we don't have Kamado anymore. I think that'll be fine. That should be fine. And then I'll just quickly look. Wait, they fixed Full Art Hollows? What was wrong with Full Art Hollows? What did I miss? But yes, never gonna let me down. Thank you for gifting subs to Lucas and Mr. Leon. Thank you for listening to Trust Your Pilot's masterful advice and giving subs to people who are here but are not subbed. And yeah, Lena, the best 2 months of your life, am I right? And we do have a VOD channel if you want to check out the VOD channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, I mean, you're on the VOD channel, so subscribe to it. Otherwise, just go to the VOD channel. And did they fix the Alola that is a grass type in the reverse holo that was randomly found? Oh my god, seriously, are we going first or second? Wait, they decided to go second. Okay, well, that's fine. We're just going to give you and you. Great starting hand. What else would it be called, Juan? It's actually called Trust Your Pilot Plays because I got lazy and I didn't want to make a brand new channel. So I just took my secret third channel, which was Trust Your Pilot Plays, and I turned that into the VOD channel because it already had like 40 subs. It's been an interesting 2 months. I'm glad to hear it. And what else would it be called? Okay, give me a better name than Trust Your Pilot VODs for a VOD channel. I am all beers. Oh, wait, yeah, why does Fezandipiti look different? Why does Fezandipiti look so much different? Okay, so we have a new holo pattern, apparently. Yeah, I was not expecting that. You know, there's many things I was expecting today. I was expecting things to break. You know, that's pretty much number one on the whole what are you expecting to happen scale. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, normally I would lambast it, but it's like, you know, of course, hey, what'd we get? Did they fix all the main issues? No. But you know what they did do? They gave us a new holo pattern. We got a sexy new holo pattern. New holo pattern today. Boom. You see, I can stream and clip at the same time, and the quality doesn't drop, which is probably saying something a little bit about how bad my content is, but it's fine, okay? Hang on, how do I download this? Oh, okay. Let's no, I don't want the, wait, which one's landscape and which one's portrait? which one? I don't. The kids these days, you know, back in my day, it was horizontal and vertical. Kids these days, it's like landscape and. Okay, so it has to be basic energy, but I can't use this, so we can't actually do this properly. We won't actually be able to find out. Sure. We can't actually find out if it's broken or not because PDCGL and Badoo screwed me over. New holo pattern on EX Pokemon with today's TCG Live update. Yeah, back in my day, it wasn't landscape and portrait. It was horizontal and vertical, and we liked it like that. Then you kids these days, landscape is horizontal. Wait, no, portrait is wait, what? It says download landscape is horizontal because you're scaping the land. Obviously. Oh, the V-Star is gone. Oh my god, they did it. They didn't even, I told you. The absolute biggest change, the V-Star marker is gone. No, I didn't. I was doing the tweet and getting the clip and everything, but it only took them 2 months. You know, see, well, yeah, obviously they'll have the V-Star marker. They're never gonna let me down. No, because I wasn't reading chat. The V-Star, it only took them 2 months. You know, the PDCGL dev will make the game look dumb for a long time. It only took 2 months, but the V-Star marker is finally gone from standard in PDCGL. Yay! It only took 2 months. Everyone? Yeah, how will we know? How will we know this anymore? All right, here we go. Let's find out. Is the Exeggutor currently broken? So let's go Tropical Frenzy. So if the game freezes, it's not fixed. If the game doesn't freeze, then it's fixed. Okay, yeah. So it wouldn't, I don't think it would give you the option to click done. I believe that was the issue, is you know how I clicked the word done there? The word done just wouldn't appear. Is there anything new in here? No. So the V-star marker is gone. Has anybody else noticed anything? So the holo pattern, remember, just because they give us patch notes doesn't mean everything they say in the patch notes is in the patch notes, which is, you know, the holo pattern is different. The V-star marker is gone. They didn't mention either of those. Those are kind of, you know, noticeable changes. And let's, we'll switch to Dragapult Frostlass. And then do the holo patterns appear here? Yeah, so the new holo pattern for EXs. Oh, so maybe not Terra EXs. So let's try just regular EXs. Because the Terras, maybe those are different. So Pokemon EX. Yeah, these are all right. So yeah, it's a brand new holo pattern for every single EX, but Terras appear to be the same. Right? Terras are back to their horizontal. So it's a diagonal. It's a cryogonal pattern for regular EXs. And then for Terras, it's just the typical vertical. Monkey Dory looks shiny. So is it all holos? Oh, yeah, I gotta clear that. There we go. So there's the Monkey Dory. Yeah, so they also changed the holo pattern. Yeah, so they changed the holo pattern on regular holos too. Very strange, but you know, again, they that's what they do. And is the crafting ban still there? I don't think they would have lifted that. You know, that's way too important not to lift. Oh yeah, only 17 weeks and 3 days until we can craft this, everybody. Only 17 weeks. Hold your breath. Clench your cheeks and hold your breath. All right. That, I believe that's like the extent of everything. I don't think there's anything else that we need to worry about. Because on Thursday, we'll get the Eevee rewards. Because Eevee won the Prismatic Parade event. Because that was the one that you used the sleeves for the most. Umbreon was number 2. It was never in question. Those were always 1 and 2. Since like week 1, we knew that Eevee was going to win and Umbreon was going to be number 2. So those rewards are on Thursday. You'll get a full suite of deck cosmetics plus an Eevee EX and an Umbreon EX. And then to celebrate live 2nd anniversary, which is also PTCGO's 2nd anniversary of no longer existing, you get Charizard sleeves, a 2nd anniversary top hat. That's the 1st anniversary top hat. Nidoking EX, a Crobat. They changed it from Crobat EX to Crobat. That's weird. And then you'll get a deck. We don't know what the deck is going to be. We just know that the deck is going to be for the Twin Battle Trainer Trial, the Twin Trainer Battle Trial, the Twin Battle Trainer Trial. So whatever deck they give us for free, it'll have 2 copies of every card that's in that deck. There's no restrictions, so it can be whatever you want. And yeah, the only other thing to test is Steven's Metagross. I guess we should, just for posteriority. And then we're also getting, you know, that 200 trainer point quest starting on Thursday. But yeah, this was a very expanded, heavy update. That's about, it's like, yeah, lots of things were fixed and expanded. Duraludon VMAX, Shuckle GX, Zarina V. Well, actually, that's about it. But there were several expanded cards that were fixed for no reason. And Hostronaut, well, that's boring. Okay, how do you play this deck? What deck am I even playing right now? Am I playing Dragapult Frostlass? I am playing Dragapult Frostlass, so we just want to shut off their items. Orion, no, it was fixed today. Let us go and get Crispin for, yeah, Psychic and Darkness. Doesn't matter what we do here. We go Darkness on you, Psychic on you. Really wish you were a Clefairy. That'd be pretty sweet. And Lena, I mean, I think that was only affecting Grand Tree, so it's a very niche thing that's never really going to pop up. And TQ, you're welcome. You're very welcome. Did they add dark mode? No, they're not adding a dark mode. They're adding a dark Team Rocket theme. I mean, you know, my initial reaction is I like the holos. Like, they're not bad. There's nothing wrong with the holo patterns here. It's just, it's different and it's a little distracting. That's all it really is. Like, I don't have anything against it. Okay, so I think we sent up the Monkey Dory just in case I get it like that. All right. And is this any different? No, that's the same. That's just normal. Okay, so we have to go... Oh, we have to lose this game. What are we going to do here? We're going to lose this game, everybody. Let's get rid of these two. We go for Cloak. Hope that one of the next two cards on the top is a supporter. Don't know why there's no Fezandipiti here. Okay, well, that's not quite what I wanted, but we'll take it. And... Ooh, hello. So yeah, it should definitely be TM Evolution. And then I hit him with the old TM Evolution, Fire Energy. Watch me draw into all of my Cloak and all of my Dragapult. Okay, we actually didn't get anything. Great. And then we hit him with the TM Evolution. There's no way they can knock out a Dragapult off of what they have right now. And Lena, I told you, I made a Toadstool video a long time ago. No, they'll give 200 trainer points. One of the 3 daily quests will give 200 trainer points, but it'll be more difficult. So it'll ask you to complete 3 matches without conceding. But no, we're not getting a dark mode. We're just, the main menu is going to be dark. That's all it is. And that'll probably end when Black Bolt and White Flare come out on the 17th of July. But what do you mean? Chien-Pao's totally playable. You just gotta take out the Chien-Pao and replace it with a Wailord. And even then, it's not very good. So I just kind of, because I fully planned to do TCG Masters today, and then live came back online, so that's annoying. Again, I apologize to the TCG Masters dev. You should absolutely go to tcgmasters.net and play it. The game's amazing. Okay. I mean, I can just knock out their Charcadet. That seems like a valid strategy. Because are we... No, I think we just go Crispin. Yeah, we get Darkness, Fire. Perfect. I just want to put the Darkness into the hand. Go Fire. And then we can take a double KO. Seems like the easiest, dumbest strategy anyone's ever come up with. De-evolution, easy claps. And for the win, I hope you saw how upset I was about your video today. So if you don't know, For the Win decided to become a Pokemon YouTuber and open packs. But For the Win didn't open any packs with his feet. That was number 1. Number 2... For the Win didn't even know that the pack trick doesn't exist for Scarlet and Violet, so clearly For the Win is a fake YouTuber. Yeah, Chien-Pao in a world with Badoo is really bad. Take out Irida, it's even worse. And yeah, it's not a good meta for it. But, you know, maybe one day. Radiant Greninja, I think, was worse than losing Irida, because Radiant Greninja was just like, oh, you forgot to put Manaphy into play, I win. But no, I don't watch IRL tournaments, and I don't watch IRL tournaments of previous formats. So it's even worse. And as For the Win sold out, I mean, I'd buy him enough times that he'd get sold out, am I right? Press 1 if you'd spend all your money on For the Win. Yeah, the holo pattern, there's nothing wrong with it. It's not like it's worse. Yeah, type 1. 1. It's definitely not worse. It's just different. And, you know, you get used to something and then they change it. And it's like, well, why did you change that when there's still a million things wrong with the game? And TQ, I'm hopeful. And there you go. They're going for an ass landing. And yeah, I mean, I did do a decent amount of testing in TCG Masters. What the hell? How does this deck get Monkey Dory? But yeah, I did a decent amount of testing, and oh man, it is rough out there for... You would not believe how rough it is out there for the Team Rocket's decks. Not just the Team Rocket Mewtwo, but the Crobat as well. It is rough. Do they still have the horrible water attack animation? Well, there's only one way to find out, am I right? And Samuel's Thursday. If you're new to TCG Live, they always do the update for a new set 2 days before the update actually comes out because they're weird like that. Yeah, I guess we just knock out the Charcadet. Seems like a strat. But you can go to Trust Your Pilot's YouTube channel and see all the cool stuff about the new upcoming set, all the cool deck lists and stuff that are prepped and ready to go. You want the coolest deck list? Well, Trust Your Pilot's got them. And Samuels, I think that's a premature primulation, but I'll take it. Kill the owl? Nah, the owl is just vibing there. Why would you kill someone who's just vibing? No, never gonna let me down. You're supposed to be on my side, never gonna let me down. This is blasphemy. Oh, yeah. So I did some testing. Ethan's Typhlosion, pretty darn good. Team Rocket's Mewtwo, not good. Not good at all. It's the lack of card draw, right? Like, yes, you have a ton of supporters that are really good. You have 3 Team Rockets Factory, which can draw you 2 cards if you play a Team Rocket supporter. So you'd think it'd be fine. But it just doesn't work. I don't know how to say it. Like, Crobat is doing better in Japan than Mewtwo, so I might bump Mewtwo to, like, next week. And Lena, oh, your favorite Pokemon TCG Live YouTuber has a video about a buyer's guide. If you want to know which cards should you buy and which cards should you craft from Destined Rivals, there's a video about that. Oh, that looks pretty... Okay, that looks amazing. The Noctowl looks sick. Why don't they all look like this? Never gonna let me down. Okay, this is good. The boss's orders looks nice too. Yeah, You know, I prefer the old look because I got so used to it. Like, this has been in format for a couple years now. I got used to it. But this one looks really... I think the Noctowl color pattern, that looks amazing. Sure for the win. But what exactly prompted you to do an opening for the win? Did you get tired of playing PDCGL? The scoreboard looks very naked without the V-Star marker, by the way. Yeah, what cards are you going to need to buy IRL? Pretty much just the Shaymin. What cards are you going to need IRL? Just the Shaymin and a couple Watchtower. That's about it. You know, just a couple Shaymin, Watchtower, you're good. Don't really freak out too much about it. That's it. I mean, I just de-evolutionify them next turn, right? That's it. I just use de-evolution next turn, and like that's all I do. Well, Marnie's technically already out. So that's why, yeah. So I guess for IRL, because the decks were delayed and all that weirdness, then I guess, yeah, the Marnie, you do need to buy those ones. Monkey on the active and GG, but I wanted to use de-evolution. You're so boring. You're also boring, always doing the right thing. All right, so you gotta, yeah, I love how it does it that way. So yeah, a ref, yeah, the Marnie's Pokemon, you should just buy the rival battle deck twice, realistically, or I guess probably twice. Probably twice just because you want 3 Grimmsnarl. Unless you're only playing a deck with 2, but you probably want to have 3 Grimmsnarl, so you should probably buy 2 of the Marnie decks, if you can even find them anywhere. Because just finding any Pokemon product is almost impossible. And Mr. Leon, there's too much color. I like the Noctowl. The Noctowl looks pretty nice. So yeah, I will get the video out tomorrow, okay? I promise I will get the Destined Rivals Blipbug ruling video out tomorrow. I've been dragging my feet over, you know, pools of lotion. I will have it up tomorrow. I will get it up tomorrow. As I told I Am Legend's mom last night, I will get it up tomorrow. Yeah, they first have to sell it. Well, that'll happen soon. Hopefully. One day. But yeah, the Rockets decks, amazing supporters, amazing just everything. And then its big Pokemon are Mewtwo and Crobat, and both of them are bad in their own unique ways. Like, Mewtwo requires a Team Rocket's energy and then an energy switch. That's not easy in a deck that, you know, doesn't have card draw and energy acceleration. Spidops accelerates an energy from the discard pile, which is really, really strong, but it doesn't do what you want it to do. That's the main issue. It's like, yes, it's very strong, but you'd rather take like card draw or just something better. I don't know what, but you'd rather have something better. It is kind of funny though that we're talking about, or I'm talking about how bad this is when it's really, really good. It's just in this meta, it's like not even a top 10 deck. But like any other meta in the past, Team Rocket's Mewtwo would be really, really good. And the balls, yeah, for the one you said something that my balls looked really nice today. So we'll check that out afterwards. Okay. I mean, they can go Noctowl for Sparkling Crystal. I don't know if they want to do that. Oh, that looks bad. Oh, yeah, never mind. I guess it just takes a second to get used to. So yeah, that's what you're talking about with the Pokeball. Actually, you know what? I don't hate it. You know, it just looked a little different. All right, can we like get some playable cards here? That'd be super sweet. Yeah, I guess we just thin the deck. We go Darkness, Fire. Yeah, we go Darkness on you. And Fire on you. I believe I need to do as much as I can to thin the deck. Again, I don't know. This wasn't my deck. This was... Oh, God. I can't remember where I got this from. It's easier to play with your balls now. Yeah, that's why I always wear shorts. That's why my shorts are so comfy. Am I right? Yeah, it is definitely easier to see the balls when they made the update to it. And Shiny Ray, no, Expanded's a terrible format for terrible people. Well, apparently item locking is doing things, so I guess I should keep item locking them. You know, if item locking works for 2 turns, the item lock them for 3 turns. But you can skip Steven's Pokemon entirely. You don't need anything from the Steven's archetype. I've played Steven's for what, 5 hours, and I've learned that it's terrible no matter how you play it. It's like, but you can power up a Clefairy, or you can make a defensive build. And it's like, no, it's just not good. Team Rocket's Crobat and Mewtwo, from my very, very early testing, they both seem very disappointing, which is kind of sad because obviously you want them to not be horrible, and they kind of are. Well, that's not fun. I could confuse them, but we're not going to do that. Yeah, Ethan's Typhlosion, very, very strong if you just, you know, as long as you can go, you know, two Cyndaquil turn 1, Quilava turn 2, couple Ethan's Adventure. As long as you can do that, it's really good. And then just being able to Quilava for an Ethan's Adventure, then Ultra Ball away to Ethan's Adventure is really, really strong. And Crustle, Yanmega, I mean, what the hell is this garbage? Okay. I guess I just hold the hand. But Crustle Yanmega, that's the deck I played against Team Rocket's Mewtwo, and Team Rocket's Mewtwo did not perform well. I had 4 Blipbug in play, but I could not find my Spidops. And you have to have so many things in play for Spidops to do 180. And 180 is a good number if you can 2-shot things, but if you don't have a supporter, and if you get item locked because you play 4 Team Rocket's Transceivers, which just goes and gets you any Team Rocket supporter. That was weird. But if you're under item lock and you don't have a supporter in your hand, the Team Rocket's deck seems horrible. I think they're going a little too heavy on the Teal Mask Ogerpon. Just because you can put 5 energy on a Teal Mask Ogerpon doesn't mean you should. Okay, that was more interesting than I was expecting. Jeez. I mean, I don't need the de-evolution in this matchup. I guess I just bring up the Latias. Yeah, we just bring up the Latias and just trap it there for a bunch of turns. Yeah, we just bring up the Latias, trap them, and then spread some cheeks. All right, so yeah, we don't need the gemstone because they can't retreat. I guess we get rid of the Poffin and the gemstone to get our first Dracloak of the game. Yeah, this deck, I don't know if I'm playing very thin lines, because again, this isn't my deck, but I thought it was like a 3-3-2 Dragapult. We've prized a Dracloak and a Dragapult in both games, which is weird. Oh, cool. They didn't fix that. Yeah, I guess we just go Ultra Ball. It probably makes more sense to just get a second Dracloak. Oh, no, we don't have it. Do we have it? We do have it. I think it makes more sense to go for a second Dracloak in this situation. And then we can go and get another Monkey Dory. Yeah, see, I know what I'm doing. Jolly Rogers, welcome in. Oh, that's less fun. And then we just go to the corner store and we don't come back. And Ivy, look. Oh, yeah, everyone loves Badoo. You can't go anywhere without everyone agreeing Badoo is the healthiest card for the game. You know, if we could get like a Badoo evolution, if Badoo could evolve and it could do you item lock and supporter lock for free and do 20 damage, that would be so much better. And Jolly Roger, so that means you can start buying subs and gifting subs to everybody because you'll have a job and that means you'll have money. That's awesome. I'm so happy that you'll be able to make money. Yeah, we'll get a Mega Badoo. Don't worry, we'll get a Mega Badoo and it'll be amazing. I wish I had that counter catcher now. Yeah, imagine if we had a stage 1 Badoo that didn't even have to attack to enact its strategy. Wouldn't that be fun? All right, well, do I just keep item locking them? That feels like what I should be doing. Hey, there's an Arvin. Kind of feels like I should just continue item locking them because I can and I'm cool like that. I could also just Countercatcher and Maractus. That's probably better. Countercatcher, Maractus, probably funnier. Let's do that. So let's get the Latias. And then, sure, let's TM Evolutionify you. We're going to go Maractus down. We'll put Badoo into play, because why the hell not? Because I'm a cool person. I can do that. And then we have an Iono for next turn. Even if they knock out my Dracloak, I'm still going to win. So yeah, they didn't fix like normal issues with PTCGL that any normal person would think they would fix. But hey, we got new holo patterns. I don't have a Darkness Energy on that Monkey Dory. We're probably in trouble. Yeah, they wouldn't print an ability item locking Pokemon that, you know, also prevents tools with its ability and can do a decent amount of damage if you have 4 energy on it. They would never do something like that. They would never print a card that also, with its ability, can devolve your Pokemon, or with its ability can force you to shuffle draw 3. They would never do things like this. I know the Pokemon Company. I know them like the back of my foot. Okay, I should probably just... Oh, I only have 14 cards left. We need a Darkness Energy or something. We need a Night Stretcher. There's 2 in the deck. So, of course, we didn't get one. Okay, this will be a Night Stretcher. Don't you worry. I guarantee it. How the hell did we not get a Night Stretcher there? Kill the owl to stop them from finding Switch? You asked too much of me. Fine. I'll kill the owl. There you go. Are you happy? I killed the owl. Who killed the owl? I killed the owl. Get it? Who killed the owl? Yeah, now they're just going to put down a Fezandipiti and draw 3 cards and get everything they needed anyways. Yeah, see? See, this is why you don't kill the owl. Oh, they're just going to go get another one? Okay, they're going back to Hooters. They're just like, oh, but she really liked me because you tipped her $100. Yeah, but she said she really liked me and she wanted to see me again. Yeah, because you tipped her money. Okay. And Grey Pirate? Shush. Okay, I'm trying to be facetious here, okay? You're not allowed to correct your pilot. This isn't correct your pilot. This is trust your pilot. She my American girlfriend? No, she said she really liked me and she wanted to see me again and she couldn't wait to see me again and then she laughed at all my jokes. How is that not real? Isn't this a fun game? Isn't this fun? Isn't my opponent having the time of their lives over there, doing nothing? I'm playing a Dragapult deck, and I don't even need to attack with Dragapult. Ivy, look. Okay. I feel like that deserves a timeout, Ivy. Right, like, okay. Everyone, press 1 if that was a good joke, or press 2 if I should time out Ivy look for at least 5 seconds. Wow, everyone thinks that's actually a good joke? Okay, well, too many people are commenting. Ivy look type 3, so I will time you out for 3 seconds. There you go. There we go. That's a good compromise. You know, the world is all about compromise. Timing you out for 3 seconds seems like a good one. And now if somebody else were to comment that, I would actually think it's hilarious and I'd pin that comment. So the first person to type it out, I will pin that comment if you can do it. But if you're the second person to do it, I will time you out. So you get a pin if you're first, you get timed out if you're second, if you're third. I will clap your cheeks. I'm not risking a timeout. But it's not that bad. The only thing that happens with a timeout is you lose all of your comments. Okay, A-Swing, that's your one swear word. I think you've probably already used up your swear word, but that's your one swear word. Now, why would you bring up the Dragapult? And never gonna let me down. There we go. See, this is the kind of anarchy that I like. This is the kind of anarchy Skywalker. You kill him with Monkey Dory anyways? You know I'm not paying attention to what's going on screen. Yeah, that Noctowl. I think that Noctowl looks amazing. Right? Just the color scheme, the color palette town. Doesn't that just look good? Notice how I said color palette town? Because I'm playing through Let's Go right now again for a video that I'll probably never actually end up releasing. That was a great joke. Please laugh. Yeah, I Am Legend's not here. Gotta find a way. And I think this is faster than using Monkey Dory. I'm not sure. But I'm trying to, you know, they're probably raging at the screen right now. I'm just trying to make their life a little bit faster. Just trying to finish you off faster. See, I told you we prized another Dragapult. Yeah, I already put out one video on the game channel this year. If you get another one, you should consider yourself lucky. Oh, 720. We got 725 for that. We're over 1,500. If you ever want to get to Master League and get above 1,500 in Master League, just play a Dragapult deck. Frostlass Monkey Dory, Badoo Dragapult, that's fine. Okay, so Slowking, remember, Slowking kind of gets bodied because of Shaymin. The Jump Left deck, I mean, this gets bodied right now. Check Ball Hollows, right. Umbreon, play with my balls. That's just the regular hollow. That's the regular hollow. That's no, that doesn't. So I not for darkness types. So darkness types don't look any better. Darkness types do not look any better. Do not don't look at those. There we go. That one looks much better. You can actually see the M on the Master Ball, so that looks really good. And then you're gonna seriously make me look up like the 50th different professor's research art to find the balls ones. I don't even know which one it is. It's got to be one of these guys, right? Nope, that's a non-hollow. That's a non-hollow one. Okay, it's got to be one of the. Nope. It's so easy to find the cards you want because in the preview image they don't show you. Isn't that cool in the preview image how they don't show you what you actually want to see? Okay, it's this one? Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Is there Master Ball ones? Oh God, why would you do this to us, Pokemon Company? Why? Look at how many different researches there are. Look at that. Yes, so I thought there's a couple ways you can play the Wo-Chien, and it's pretty much this is the last spread deck I want to try. Because there's just the spread decks are not in a good spot, and then Shaymin comes out and it's just like, oh hey, you can't hit Terras on the bench, and also you can't hit you can only hit 2 prizers that aren't Terras now. But yeah, the fact that they don't show you the cards in the previews, like when you go to the summary screen, when you open packs, if you hit collect all, it won't tell you the difference between the reverse holo and the regular in the preview image. You'd have to click on the card to find out what it is. And just default, unfortunately, yes. So Shaymin's not like the most busted card ever created. Because you can still do all the things. And yeah, the reason that you can't play Jumpluff right now is because of Monkey Dory. Yeah, you can hit Fezandipiti, you can hit Squawkabilly, you can hit Mew, you can hit like Blaziken. You can hit several things. It's just the main things you want to hit, you can't. Yeah, we're gonna lose, but I may as well lose with style. I mean, do I want to... I mean, I guess I do want the Poffin, because I want to try and maximize my chances of getting energy here. So let's go for Hoppip, 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 Heap, Heap Hop, Heap Hop when I moves. All right. Wait, no, we don't want the Rapska. No, we don't. No, it doesn't matter. They're not going to do anything. We can take the Rapska. Now we can just evolve Hoppip. And then we got a Jumpluff. So I'll show you the Jumpluff when it's their turn. Because they're definitely not going to screw me over here, right? 100% not going to screw me over. What, how much does Hoppip weigh? 1.1 pounds? Yeah, that should have a 0 retreat cost. So Jumpluff, it has 90 hit points and an ability, so in a Frostlass Monkey Dory world, you can't play it. If it takes damage, though, it might prevent that damage on a coin flip, so I was thinking, hey, that's pretty good. You know, 60-30, that's really good against certain decks, but anything with Monkey Dory is just, oh, of course. ABJ, do I like the glow? Yeah, on most of the cards I do. Especially the Noctowl. I think the Noctowl looks phenomenal. I was trying to say a funny word, but it came out phenomenal. All right, well, this did not go according to plan. Yeah, this is bad. They have a Monkey Dory in the active. So let's go Bug Catching Set and TM Evolution. And, well, it's not just Noctowl, it's everybody. Oh yeah, we gotta play some cards here. It's everybody that gets destroyed by it. We got the Grass Energy, so I don't really have a choice here. We just kind of gotta... Yeah, we just gotta go for it. So let's go... Badoo into play, TM Evolution. Boom. Boom. And I will get confused. So even if I flip heads here, Mind Bend's Confusion will go through. Why does the Jumpluff look so much darker? That's weird. That's... Yeah, the Monkey Dory looks... I mean, again, you get so used to an old pattern, and then it's like they make an unnecessary change. Yeah, that's a good idea. Putting lotion, that's always a great idea. But we're in a world where Jumpluff cannot exist with Monkey Dory. I mean, not even just Frostlass, but Monkey Dory on its own shuts down Jumpluff. Because even if you flip 100 heads and you protect yourself against every attack, Monkey Dory will just win because Fluffy Breeze does 60-30. So you slowly have to melt away. You can't really play Frostlass Monkey Dory. You could play Frostlass Monkey Dory, then just have the Skiploom in the active and be like, okay, I'm going to use it for its ability, not really its attack. And Lego, what is this deck? We're just trying to play spread decks before Shaymin ruins everything. How would they print a monkey counter? Enamorous V. That is how they would print a monkey counter. Oh, goody. That's about all they could do, is just give us an Amherst V and all of your Pokemon... Wait, what was it? What was an Amherst V? It was prevent all effects of your opponent's Pokemon's abilities done to Pokemon that have balls in your mouth or something. Yeah, it prevents effects or something. Let's bring up this guy. Yeah, so like it'd have to be something like that where prevent all effects of your opponent's Pokemon's abilities done to your Pokemon that have energy attached. But one of the decks that I'm playing today does have a potential Munkidori counter. There is a current way around it that you would not be expecting. And Samuels, did I ever play Pokemon Showdown? I did play Pokemon Showdown way back in the day. Yeah, ABC, isn't it weird how you were winning when you were playing a good deck? Wait, how does Jumpluff have a retreat cost? Jumpluff never has a retreat cost. Hey, we got the research. Okay, so let's go. Well, I mean, the counter gain is for the other guy. Yeah, we're just gonna... We'll play one more, but I don't think this is gonna work. I don't think Jumpluff is in a place where it can ever do anything because you have to spread and every deck has Munkidori. The best counter's playing another game? Damn straight. Second broken Shaymin? What was the first broken Shaymin? The Shaymin Prism Star? Is that what you're thinking? And my comment got a heart from For the Win. How many of your comments on For the Win's videos? Oh, Shaymin EX from Orange Skies. Way back in the day, yes. That card was goated. But it was also just... It was Crobat V, but you could do it 4 times. And Freebird, oh, the ability can make yourself immune to damage. So if you take Munkidori out of the equation, then you might be able to just make yourself immune to damage. So the ability is what makes it somewhat viable, is that it just may never die. Oh, this is it. Oh, crap, they're going to have a freaking Ramska. And I only do 60 damage. Oh, God. Okay, this is interesting. We have to go... Yeah, we gotta get these guys. And then... Yeah, retreat. I guess if things go wrong, I want to research. This will be the one festival, the one Testicle Festival deck. Exactly. I mean, I feel like I have to item lock them, right? They're going to item lock me. I feel like I have to item lock them. But the faster I get it up, the better. No, because they'll just item lock me and I don't have anything to do. What do you mean I could KO? With a slight intrusion? And any heads up for the pre-release? You'll play it on Saturday? Oh, it's Wugtrio. Wait, what? Oh, of course, it's Wugtrio Festival Grounds. Yeah, I could have KO'd it with slight intrusion, but I want to be able to item lock them. And then, of course, they just have the Brock scouting and everything. My advice for pre-release is everyone said the Tyranitar is better than I gave it credit for, and I was hoping it would be. I just wanted to temper expectations. Either get the Typhlosion or the Tyranitar kit. That's it. That is my advice. Tyranitar, Typhlosion, and you're good to go. You might win this one. Your deck sucks, but theirs is even worse. Thanks for the vote of confidence. But yeah, so I guess they're still doing pre-releases even though the set's going to be out. That's pretty good. We needed a Denny GX reprint. We have Squawkabilly. I think Squawkabilly's balanced. Right? I think the Squawkabilly is fine and balanced. It's not anything horrible. Okay. Do we just Do I jump bluff and put 30 on the Wug Trio? I think I do, right? Because then the Wug Trio will be set up for a KO. And we go for, sure, De-Evolution, and I have a Rare Candy. Rare Candy seems dumb. Thinking back on it, Rare Candy's kind of dumb, but that's okay. We go Fluffy Breeze, put 30 on the Wug Trio. Yeah, like Squawk, as powerful as Squawkabilly is, it's balanced in that you can only do it turn 1. You have to play with your balls to get it unless you just start it. It only has 160 hit points, which is less than Crobat V had, which is kind of weird. Yeah, Typhlosion is amazing in a pre-release. As long as you can get more Cyndaquil or a third Ethan's Adventure, then it's just like, oh, your opponent's playing what's one of the EXs? Your opponent's playing Dondozo EX and 39 energy. That's fine. Typhlosion can win that matchup. Okay, well, I don't care. Go ahead. Hit your crushing hammer, bro. Ah, get wrecked. Suck all the butts. You know, just line them up one in a row and suck them all. And Freebird, there's nothing really that gets broken. So it's like, can we have a reflipper, please? That'd be great. I would really be happy if we got a coin reflip card. Is Marnie that good? Marnie is that good. Okay, so we attach to you. I don't think I do anything. I was like, you know, I could use a supporter, but they whiffed on everything. We're fine. Exactly. Typhlosion in standard is like a tier 2. A tier 2 deck. Or tier 2 deck. I wonder if Tortuga is going to be a tier 2 deck when it comes out in July. Yeah, in the pre-release, you get a 2/2/2 Typhlosion line with 2 Ethan's Adventure. That's pretty much all you need. Yeah, coin reflips cards. Well, it wouldn't affect Drifting Dodge, right? We had Will that let you choose the outcome of the next coin flip. So that was like it was not a good card. Will was not a good card. Even in a deck that relied on coin flips, Will was not a good card. Was the Bochiendu? Gotta have 3 or fewer cards in your deck, and then it can spread 120 to 2 bench Pokemon. So you just gotta get to the bottom as quickly as possible, which is always my goal with I Am Legend's mom. Okay, I mean, I can just Slight Intrusion, right? You know what? Let's just go for it, right? Who cares? Let's just go for it. We have a Legacy Energy. That doesn't seem good. Oh no, I can't retreat. Well, how about I just knock you in the butt? And Samuels, you believe in Metagross? The ability is great. Being able to just accelerate energy, but I think Metagross won't become playable until Xatu and Gardevoir rotate. And even then, that might take all the good Psychic types with it. Well, I guess we'd still have Lillie's Clefairy. It just depends if they have any dragons coming out. And I did the math. If you're not following me on Blue Sky, because remember, I put the posts on Blue Sky that aren't good enough for Twitter over there. I checked the set list. There are 0 dragons in Destined Rivals. Futuremon stick around? True. But we also have Reboot Pod for the wins, the card that gives for the win nightmares. We have Reboot Pod, baby. And Juan, but no, it's not fun. You cannot use the words Metagross and fun in the same sentence. It is not good. It doesn't matter what you do, because then you just have a Dedenne there that has 170 hit points. They just knock out the Dedenne. Right? That's what I was looking at. Like, oh yeah, you just put Dedenne in there and it's totally fine. No, because then they'll just knock out the Dedenne. Never gonna let me down. Hey, I have about 60 deck lists ready to go. You thought it was pronounced Blueski? Like, I don't even know what you're trying to say. They always print good Psychic-type attackers. Well, we can only hope. And yeah, I mean, we'll still have, like, Mega Gardevoir will exist in a format without Gardevoir EX. It'll exist in a format with Gardevoir EX for about 6 months, and it'll be not good. Yeah, did you see my post on the Discord today? Canada is my 4th most watched country on Twitch. The US obviously is number 1. And you'll never guess what number 5 is randomly. Well, let's see if you can, who can guess the top 5 countries. So number 1 is US, number 4 is Canada. Can anyone guess what 2, 3, and 5 are? And Freebird, oh yeah, they always create some sort of major issue. No, not Japan, not Mexico, not Turkey, not Brazil, not France. Not Mexico. The UK is one of them. And Mr. Leon, you are correct. That is number 5. And number 2, I believe, is the UK. Can anyone guess what number 3 is? No, Mexico is not number 3. And Never Gonna Let Me Down in TQ, you are correct. Believe it or not, my 3rd most watched country is Germany. Number 2 is the UK. Number 1 is the US. Like, half of my audience is from the US. So it goes US, UK, Germany, Canada, Italy. And it's just so random. I don't get it. But, you know, I guess it makes sense because when I stream, it's like 11 o'clock in Europe. So it kind of does make sense that some of the countries in Europe watch me because it's like you're trying to fall asleep and you need someone to just rock a lullaby you to sleep. Just go to sleep, baby. Listen to my voice and go to sleep, baby. It'll be okay. I don't know why I'm speaking in a southern accent. I don't know why I just randomly changed to a southern accent, but it's just a nice way to fall asleep at night. I don't know why my accent keeps changing, mate. This is so weird. I'm not doing it intentionally. I feel like I might be having a stroke, and not the good kind. Yeah, I do think it's I Am Legend's mom, like, going to an internet cafe and just maxing out all the computers. Yeah, my Canadian accent that I worked years on perfecting, it's fading away. All right, well, eventually I'm going to knock out my own Rellor. Hey, we also just knocked out the Wiglet. And Mr. Leon, I mean, I could just end the stream. And PH Damien, thank you. It is always funny when I look at stats on, like, YouTube and Twitch, and as a Canadian, Canada doesn't, you know, represent me. It's like Canada doesn't be like, oh, we're going to help raise up the streamer. We're going to make the streamer number 1 in the world. It's like, no, we're not going to do that. And you're watching from Mexico, I appreciate it. Well, like, the US, I believe, was 46%, and it only showed me the top 5. So the top 5 made up, what, 60-something%? So, like, 40% is just spread out around the world like their cheeks. Rihanna does Samuels. Okay. And Mr. Leon, well, that's how it goes. And I should have used those rods. Should have played with my rods. Oh wait, do we just win if I can research to nothing? Like, if they mill me, don't I win? And yeah, Mexico and Brazil probably in the top 10, but I only saw the top 5, so it's tough to say. Oh my god. That deserves a sad face. I'm sorry. Okay, we go bug catching set. I just want some energy. That's a Rabska. I mean, sure. You do less damage, but I can retreat you, I guess. They're probably still gonna win because I'm trying to deck myself out and I don't have a retreat card here. And I also weirdly didn't get any of my super rods. And how the hell does this thing have a retreat cost? But if you're wondering, the whole strat for today was just to play some cards that are getting worse with Destined Rivals on Thursday. So the Azumarill decked with Noctowl and Pidgeot, that gets worse because of Team Rocket's Watchtower, Jumpluff and Wo-Chien. Those get worse because of Shaymin. And then just a few other things. I had full plans for TCG Masters. Those went out the window. You wasted it all just to watch you fall. And Juan, congratulations. Wait, is that good? And there goes my rod. Again, I don't know how we're supposed to attack with the Wo-Chien here. Maybe it'll happen. We did need the Super Rod, though. So I believe we have lost because we do have another Super Rod, but I would need to attach, retreat, attach. So we are going to lose. But I have a much faster version of Wo-Chien. So this was just like my crazy idea for Wo-Chien. And there we go. That's fun. Well, we're not going to get a Super Rod. Yeah, we just ran out of resources there. Jumpluff Wo-Chien, it's not it. Not it, unfortunately. And they didn't fix that glitch at the end of the game. Yeah, Wo-Trio's goated. Okay, we want the Wo-Chien Terra box. That's what we want. I can't remember what we got. So we have the Abra, so we don't just lose. I have Noctowl. I don't have like Turo. Oh, I don't have very many supporters. Should probably get more supporters, right? I should probably make this deck better. We could try to improve the deck, but it's like saying, you know, can you make a 0 a 1? No, because anything times 1 is 0. Everyone knows that. And yeah, there's not too much going on with today's patch. I'll check the forums. I'll check the Reddit. I'll check the forums. But no one's reporting anything. No one's being crazy. All right, so let's just let's wear a bra for a second. The PDCGL dev forgot to remove the maintenance notice. Oh, hello. This is Mamoswine, and we're playing a grass deck, but we're not playing the right type of grass deck. I do like how the forums still say the game's under maintenance. Oh, wait, that's different. Wasn't this blue before? Didn't I blue myself? I blew myself earlier, right? This used to be blue. Somebody check the vote, or like this used to be yellow and this is different. Okay, I can say with confidence that is somehow different unless I'm colorblind like my dog. No, ABC, that's 100% different. I said it's different, so it must be true. It has to be different. See, For the Win agrees, and For the Win's handsome. Handsome people can't be wrong. That's the rule. All right, so we go to Hooters, we get this guy, we get this guy, we draw a card, we don't suck a butt. We kind of sucked a butt. That's the opposite of what I wanted. All right, so I think we go... Hang on, I got the greatest plan ever. Pretty privileged. Are you kidding me? Okay, well, I mean, it doesn't really matter. That just helps, you know, thin out my deck and everything and make this deck faster, and I can just go get Swakabilly and stuff. Or I guess I just go get... Yeah, we just go get Fan Rotom. Oh, this is easy. Easy dubs here. Yeah, I agree with myself. That Noctowl looks absolutely amazing. And then we just go retreat into the Fan Rotom, not taking a knockout. 3 years of more than 3 years of PDCGL. It's definitely not. I feel like it is. Show me a comparison, okay? Go watch every single one of my videos. Wait, I usually cut out the mulligans. Go watch all of my VODs from the past 2 weeks. And yeah, I don't like how the holo pattern kind of makes cards darker. Like you look at the color, like the saturation, trying to use Photoshop where like the saturation, this looks darker than this. And like the Jumpluff looked a lot darker. So I don't like how like this is really bright because they didn't give it the new holo pattern. And then this just like that looks fine, but like on the bench, the Pidgey looks, both of those Pidgey look worse. Oh, we're both reveling in this. In 2 days, I'm sorry, pretty much half of the cards on the field right now, they're gone on Thursday. You know, you can try to make it work. You can just hope they're not playing the Watchtower, or you just jam too many stadiums in there. But it's going to be so much more of a risk. The Noctowl engine dominated for 2 months, and then Pokemon Company was like, what if we just completely shut those off? What if we just said, hey, you know those abilities you use? Now they're gone. Yeah, just watch them for a couple times. NT Gamer, they did something really weird. That is true. All right, well, that's fine. Wait, what did they go and did they go get an energy? Did they use Quick Search to get an energy to knock out a Fan Rotom? Well, that ain't right. That ain't right, I say. All right, so we go for Area 0 and I guess Counter Gain or something. I don't know. I've never played this deck before. TQ, that was a good joke. Okay, I didn't mean to pin that. See, my viewers are capable of telling good jokes every once in a while. And then we go, yeah, we want 2 of these guys and 2 of those guys. Seems great. And then Counter Gain there. Let's Earthen Vessel. You just want to get down to the bottom of the deck as quickly as possible. That's the whole strat. Okay. If I'd known that, I would not have done things like that. Okay, well, we're just doing all the things now, apparently. Yes, we go get Energy Switch, Experience Share, and then we'll put the Experience Share on that guy. Energy Switch, we're gonna hit the Pidgeot. So I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna be like, oh man, getting rid of that Area 0 is gonna be so strong. And then I'm just gonna be like, okay, I'll just bump my Noctowl and an Ogerpon, and then I just got my Wo-Chien here chilling. Getting down to 3 cards or less in deck is not easy unless you just play like Research and Teal Mask Ogerpon and Squawkabilly. Oh, okay, that's fine. I don't mind. Oh, it's not going to, because the thing about powerful cards, powerful counter cards, is that you have to play them, right? If you don't play the cards in your deck, they're not good, because they're not in your deck. Right? It's like a butt. You know, you can only clap someone's cheeks if they're not wearing pants and your hand is covered in lotion. Right? If your hand's not covered in lotion, you don't have to worry about clapping anyone's cheeks. It's very simple. It's like Shaymin. Shaymin is not going to stop Wo-Chien if they don't play Shaymin. It's just that Wo-Chien kind of sucks regardless. You know, like, this is a good finishing card. You just can't build a deck around it. You can't get down to 3 cards or less. Okay. And Freebird, I think that's okay. I think that's a rhetorical question, right? Because it's not going to affect the format because it's not out, right? I don't think I used the word rhetorical correctly. But not having Psyduck won't affect the format because we won't have Psyduck, right? So it won't affect the format because we won't have Psyduck. Oh yeah, Wo-Chien and Lost Box? Well, I mean, Radiant Greninja, right? Right? I mean, Radiant Greninja's a thing. Oh, I'm so beating you off here. You have no idea. Prepare yourself, Jeremy. Yeah, definitely in a Lost Box deck, because it is, 120 to 2 bench Pokemon, 20 to the active. So I guess it is better than Radiant Greninja. Ace Wing. And yeah, I can't believe that, because I always try to temper expectations when a new set is coming out. So I didn't say like, oh, Radiant Greninja is the most broken card ever printed. I was just like, yeah, Radiant Greninja is a very good card. But you don't want to go out on a limb and say, oh, this is the greatest card ever printed. And the Radiant Greninja was just like, yeah, I'm the greatest card ever printed. The only other Radiant you're really playing is Radiant Charizard. Okay, well, Area 0 Underpants. Fan Rotom. And then I guess I just bosses one of the Piloswine. Because I don't have any energy. Wow, we got nothing going on. Yeah, we're just going to boss a Piloswine. For the win. Well, I think we knew with Radiant Greninja pretty early. Not only was it a 90-90 sniper, but you just discard an energy, which ended up being really good in a lot of decks. And you draw 2. Discard 1 energy to draw 2 on a Pokemon with an ability. And we had Battle VIP Pass when it came out. That was insane. Yeah, there we go. There we go. But remember Battle VIP Pass? Oh, just go get any 2 basics and put them on your bench. No big deal. And the funny thing about Battle VIP Pass is I think everyone agreed that this is not that good of a card because you could only play it on turn 1, but then everyone just changed their decks and how decks were built and were just like, no, you know what? Even if you get 1 Battle VIP Pass, it's actually kind of great. And then the rest are just discard fodder. And Gray Pirate. But the problem there is that would be a Wo-Chien focused deck. You have to use Wo-Chien as like a backup. So that's the main problem, is that Wo-Chien is going to be a backup. It's not going to be your main Pokemon. So I was like, okay, let's put it in Terra Box. Play Grass Energy, just go for it. I mean, I guess I could do like 4 Badoo. Oh, I came up with a really terrible Badoo deck idea. Hey, for the win, do you want to play a really bad deck tomorrow for your last video before Journey or Destined Rivals? Play King Gambit with 4 Badoo and Defiance Band and Vengeful Punch. Yeah. That's something I was cooking up, you know, when everyone else was enjoying their lives and, you know, socializing, I was whacking off alone. Sounds painful? Yeah, but if it works, it's great. I feel like they're not realizing my strategy, but as long as they get evolutions, we do lose. Now we're going to let Mew down. I was smoking the bud. Ooh. No, Among Us EX is where I would say that King Gambit Badoo is better than Among Us EX. Yeah. That's okay. Really? Another Night Stretcher? Seriously? Sounds like the person who made that has more concussions than sense. I mean, oh, I have free retreat. Damn. I actually don't want free retreat. I wanted to retreat off one of those energy. Well, there's... Actually, we don't want to give them an Artisan. Maybe we do want to give them an Artisan, actually. Well, I gave you an Among Us stream. It's not my fault the PDCGL sucked a butt, okay? I can't be held accountable when PDCGL decides to suck a butt. Absolutely, Clan Burglar. You know if I came up with an idea, it's the automatic BDIF. And for the win, I mean, I would never let you disappoint me. You know, you could never disappoint me for the win. Because we could just play Pokemon cards. You know, we could play with each other's balls in a different way. You know, if you play Airy on your opponent, and you get rid of their Nest Balls, technically you're playing with their balls. And I Am Legend, yeah, if you want a timeout, never gonna let you down, gift 50 subs. Freebird, so far, according to Japan, Crobat is seeing more success than Mewtwo. I have tested both, like a couple games. Neither of them seem good, though. Like, the best deck featuring new Team Rocket's Pokemon is putting a Crobat line in Dragapult. But even then, the most successful Dragapult decks in Japan, they don't play. They don't play the Crobat. It's just, yeah, you can chuck a Crobat in there and it'll do well, but that's just because Dragapult's good. And Lil Tone, I personally didn't test it, but viewers told me that Steven's Metagross was fixed. And Freebird, oh no, Crobat and Mewtwo do not feel good. You can play Spidops on its own, and that might be a thing, but don't count on it. Ampharos, I did see some interesting deck lists featuring Ampharos, so I'm not poo-pooing that one. Okay, so we got this guy. There's an Ursaluna. What do we got? Oh, cool, I can't recycle anybody. Fan-flippin-tastic. So I gotta go research. Oh god. Okay, well we can knock it out, right? We can just knock out the Mamoswine and then try not to lose the game. Ooh, okay. So I have 5 cards left. That's unfortunate. And yeah, I guess we just hit him with the old golden shower. Yeah, exactly. That's what I've been seeing, Freebird, is Ampharos in a King Gambit deck, but I've also seen it in a few others. I saw it in the, what was it? The thing that doesn't let you evolve. Arbok? Yeah, I saw it in, I think, Arbok as well. Or no, Tyranitar. Tyranitar and Ampharos was a thing, because you just have 4 de-evolution, you devolve all of your opponent's Pokemon, and then when they evolve, they take the 4 damage from Ampharos, and you just do that a million times. And not, do I like the new holo effects? It varies card by card. And Never Gonna Let You Down, believe it or not, it's been a thing. I'm not saying it's good, but it is a thing that exists. So again, yeah, it doesn't mean it's good. It just means it's a thing that exists. I mean, maybe you play it with like End Zoroark. You put Grass Energy in your End Zoroark deck and then Energy Switch? That seems bad. And Never Gonna Let Me Down, or just a regular Trust Your Pilot video any day of the week. You know, what Little Dark Furry would feature on Bad Deck Friday, Trust Your Pilot does on a normal Monday. And, or they need to turn up the brightness on the new holos, right? It seems like, again, they just did an unnecessary change for no reason because they could. We almost won this game, by the way. Wait, can I win this game? If I had a counter... I could win this game if I had a counter catcher. We do not. I mean, I'll try. Let's go Teal Dance. I will still try to win. And then Boss's Hors d'oeuvres, this guy. We go Hazardous Greed, and then we hit... Because we're literally 10 short on the Pidgeot. Yeah, I did notice that. So I don't think it was always like that where the cards glow when they go to the discard pile. Again, seems highly unnecessary. You don't have an air balloon yet, but they just need an energy and then they got it. So air balloon would be able to retreat the Swinub. Air balloon comes out in 7 weeks. How many candies? Well, they just need to attach an energy. So that's all. They just need, what, a Night Stretcher or whatever energy is left in their deck. Okay, I mean, you could have just retreated. You didn't have to do all this. You either have the attack or like an air balloon or something. I love effects that make it harder to read the card. Amazing. Oh, so they had the big air balloon. Okay, so that's why they had to evolve. Okay, just retreat and attack. Okay, I don't understand what's happening. Are they about to throw? Wait, what's happening? Okay. They had game multiple ways. All right. Well, we were able to launch about... Yeah, the card's definitely low now. And Freebird, not here. Here, you take a huge BM over somebody, and people get mad. Hey, we used an attack that costs at least 3 energy. Okay, so let's just whack off really quickly. Actually, I should probably import an Ends Zoroark list. Okay. Uh-oh. And then... Zoroark or Woroark? I don't know. And then we go Qian. Let's get 2 of these guys. We're going to have Reversal Energy. That's for nerds. And then we go 1, 2. Did we just get rid of the Darmanitan? Sure, why not? Who needs We've already established that we don't need these guys. And then what? We just want Cyrano. Get out of here with this Cyrano. We just want to play cards all day, baby. We don't need Black Belts training or Cypher Maniac. We just want 4 research. We just want to get down to 3 cards in deck. That's it. There's no rocket surgery going on here. And we want this Abra. And then 2 Reshiram. Secret Box. Yeah, right. People know the Hero's Cape is the way to play this deck. Get rid of the Power Glass. Get rid of the Artisan. We don't need you. Yeah, sure, the de-evolution's good. Okay, so we got... How can I make this faster? We got to go faster. We got to pretend like we're Sonic. We got to go faster here. Where's my balls? Oh, we got to play with our balls. Always play with your balls when you have the chance. Carmine? Damn straight, Carmine. And let's put 2... Let's just put 4 Carmine in here. We don't need no stinking PAL pads. PAL pads are for idiots. I don't know what we do if we start the Wochia, and we also need energy switch. So we need energy switch. We need energy switch. Let's get that. We don't need the Defiance band. We got 2 of those. We got Super Rod, 2 of that. Do I need to play with Ends PP twice? Maybe. Let's go counter gain. We're whacking off. Things don't need to be perfect when you're whacking off. You just need to get it up, right? And Clan Burglar, this is the last day of the format. This is an exclusive stream that'll be on the YouTube VOD channel forever. If you're not subscribed to the VODs channel, that's probably a smart thing. But if I get to 500 subs, that would also be nice. Am I going first or second? Well, what is this hand? This is a Badoo hand if I've ever seen one. But like the boss, okay, I'm coming around for the win. You're right. The bosses looked good. I think the borders look bad. I think the main card looks good. So if you get rid of the borders, I think the art on the bosses looks really good. Oh my god. Okay, well, if we hit for weakness, that'd be good. You know, we're hitting all the mill decks today. I blame for the win for this, and never gonna let me down. Thank you. I can't remember what it is, but you need a lot of watch hours to get monetized. You need 500 subs and like 4,000 watch hours. It's not cool. I mean, if you give me a name, I can change the name of the YouTube channel, I think twice every 2 weeks. So I can change the name to whatever you want. I just had to come up with a name on the spot, and I decided to make it the dumbest thing you've ever seen. All right, well, I guess we need the Abra. Trust your pilot feet. That doesn't even make any sense. No, it has to be an actual name. Okay, you remember the bad guy from... Oh, how many Zorua do I want? Whatever. You remember the bad guy from Black Panther? It needs to have a name or it won't work. Huh? You like that? Oh, that was amazing. That was the greatest joke I've ever told. How come the chat isn't flooded with laughing emojis and praise emojis, and how come everyone's not gifting 100 subs? That was literally why did the chat stop? I must be dropping frames. There must be something going on Twitch's side. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there must have just been a glitch after that where the chat broke. So, you know, that happens sometimes. That just happens on Twitch. Hey, I did gain 8 subscribers since I dropped the link. I'm pretty proud of that. We do have to put a Reshiram into play, though, because I do need to start taking knockouts. All right, so I screwed that up. No, we have the Abra. Okay, we have the Abra. It's fine. I was worried there for a second that we were going to lose this game. Could you imagine? No, because we have a Wo-Chien. All right, so we can get rid of the Fezandipiti. They're just like, you're just doing my job for me. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of am, aren't I? But we're going to Virtuous Flame. And Yotam, if I ever do like, oh, put it on the Abra. Put it on the Abra, bro. Oh, they put it on the MEW. If I ever do like a weekly news recap on my gaming channel, it would be called Just the Tip. Because I wouldn't go into details. I'd give you just the tip. Like, I'd give you just a little bit of information. It'd be like rapid fire news. It wouldn't be like a 3-hour podcast featuring Gazerbeam and Stuben. I mean, could you imagine listening to those two for 3 hours? Yeah, so it'd be just the tip. But so what YouTube did about 2 or 3 years ago is they changed their terms and conditions where they can put ads on videos even if your channel isn't monetized. So if you're seeing ads on my VOD channel, YouTube is getting the money. I am getting no money. So they can put ads on videos even if you're not monetized, which is super fun, by the way. And Shiny Ray, I noticed that. I didn't even have to tweet anything out. You just found the VOD channel on your own. Okay, well, I don't need the monkey door. All right, so let's go. I guess we bosses hors d'oeuvres this one so we don't have to worry about the energy situation. But you're kind of seeing why Wo-Chien isn't even that good. Like, I'm playing a deck designed to mill myself. Sorry, I'm playing against a deck that's trying to mill me, and I'm playing a deck that's designed to mill itself, and we're still not really doing anything. And Freebird, no, PDCGL stops you if you copy like a Night Joker. So if you use Night Joker to copy Night Joker, the continuousness will stop. PDCGL will be like, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. Yeah, Shiny Ray is the only one who found the channel without me linking to it. I think Lena, I think you found it as well. The double crushing hammer. That's not very nice. Truly. Truly the best of us. Okay, but not the Last of Us. I can honestly say, as someone who's beaten The Last of Us 2, and seeing the fact that they're basically cutting the second game into like potentially 3 seasons, I have no interest in watching season 2 until season 3 and maybe season 4 are out. Like, I watched season 1 like as soon as it was done, and it was good because it'd been such a long time. Like, what, The Last of Us came out in 2013? But then they fast-tracked season 2, but the game just came out, and I just finished the game. Oh, you can suck my butt. Oh, wait, do they not know? Sure you did, you rich. You got to protect those toes. They're a valuable resource. So yeah, I have no interest in watching The Last of Us Season 2. I wish I did, but I do not. Well, yeah, let's just... sure, let's get rid of the Iono. I like the name Thruster Pilot, but how is that anything? Right? That's the... Oh, crap. Okay, so here we go. We go Teleporter. We put the Abra back into the deck. We Mountain Badoo them. We go Wo-Chien gets this energy. I will Itchy Pollen. The fact that Great Tusk is weak to Psychic and not Grass is insane to me. But Thruster Pilot is the name of my PDCGO alt account. And Erich, I wanted to try and make Wo-Chien work. This was the last spread card on like my checklist to try and play before Shaymin came out, and it's like, really? You're not good enough. Put a copy into certain decks, sure. Right? Like you could put this into a Frostlass Monkey Dory Badoo deck, but Frostlass Monkey Dory Badoo decks famously get to like 20 cards left in deck by the end of the game because you're just relying on supporters and you're not really playing that many cards. Oh, right. We're also going to lose if I use Hazardous Greed. Aren't we just going to lose? Hang on. I would need a bosses. Okay, I would need to bosses and then take a couple KOs here, right? That's the way it would work. All right, there's a Darkness Energy. I will put that on you. And then Itchy Pollen. The Night Stretchers seem like they might be important. Don't you also have an account named Gardevoir Plush? Yeah, that was the one I made for this year's Things to Do First in PTCGL. Last year's Things to Do First in PTCGL, I believe, was I Liked Vaporeon. You know, I come up with all the best names. Okay, so yeah, I have to put myself in a position where I play with my PP, but not too hard. This is going to be impossible. Okay, so then we go Night Joker. Virtuous Flame. And it's like, of course, as soon as I switch to Wo-Chien, we face 2 mill decks. I will never forgive For the win for being like, hey, remember Great Tusk? It's actually good now. All 4 of the wins fault. Like this Squawkabilly. The hollow pattern on the Squawkabilly, I think, enhances it. The Zoroark, I think it looks fine. You know, I think the old one looked fine too, but now it's diagonal. I think the Squawkabilly looks better. It's just, if you ever hear me complain about like a new hollow effect, just remember that it's due to the fact that instead of fixing the game or devoting their resources to making the game better or fixing bugs that have been in the game for years upon years, they're working on hollow patterns. And I know it's probably because they have a dedicated art person on the team who they can't fire. And they just like, they have to give them work and they have to justify their job. But it doesn't change the fact that we just want a good game and you're focusing on hollow patterns. You're focused on hollow patterns and cards in the discard glowing. And it's just, it really does reinforce my years old theory that there's just somebody working on this. You can't bring anybody up. Okay, that's fine. Oh, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Oh, this is going to be great. We're going to do a butt wipe. Okay, so they're going to get rid of 4. I'm going to get rid of 3. But then they're going to be able to Dunsparce. Like the Dunsparce, that looks much worse because look at how faded it looks. Yeah, so... Well, let's risk it, right? There's no... I'm not going to come this far to not do funny thing, right? I'm going to come this far to not do funny thing. Let's go for the butt wipe. Oh, no, we can't. I was like, let's go for the butt wipe. We cannot go for the butt wipe. But we can pretend like we could. All right, well, let's... Play with Ends PP, I guess. Then we go Hazardous Greed, Knockout, that, and... Wait, don't I have to hit the thing? I think I have to hit the thing. And then I have to bosses, but we're out of bosses. So even if they mill 1, we would have to get a bosses here, which we don't have to win. Because I can't use Entangling Whip. I can't use Entangling Whip here, unfortunately. And recustomize? Damn straight, you know, they'll let a stupid thing linger for 9 weeks, but they'll be damned if they let it linger for 10 weeks. You know, give them 10 weeks, they can fix anything that takes deleting 2 lines of code. I mean, that's not really a shocking conclusion when my strategy was to mill my own deck and your strategy was to mill my deck. Not really a shocking conclusion. All right, so we played all this crap. Let's try the Azumarill that gets hard-bodied by Team Rocket. And then look at that right there, the V-Star Power thing at the bottom. So they still haven't fixed the messages that have just been wrong for years. Like, if you're playing in Standard, they will use the default messages even for Expanded. So, oh, Hop is a great card to play to draw 3 cards. Hop doesn't exist in Standard. Oh, use your V-Star Power. That's a really powerful thing. V-Star Powers don't exist in Standard. So, that has never changed. That's like a running joke at this point. It's like I Am Legend's mom when she tries to lose weight. It's a running joke. Oh, that's actually maybe meaner than I was expecting. And Skybreaker, we're about to lose this game. Are you proud of me? Oh, this would have been such an easy win, too. Okay, we could still win. There's still a chancey. Especially if they do nothing, which they did. What the hell? All right, so we Jacq off a little bit. We do need the Cornerstone Master Ogerpon, but we don't need the energy. Yeah, at least you don't need to worry about energy in this game. Yeah, I just need to worry about, you know, Pokemon. All right, well, we win the game if we get a playable card next turn. If I top deck the Cornerstone Master Ogerpon, we're fine, but this is why I don't like Jacq. You know, this is why I didn't like how Azumarill was being built now. It's like, if you don't get a good start, you can't really do anything. This whole list was designed to be like, oh, if I get off to a good start, then I'll win. But if you, oh my God, but if this happens, then you lose. Dawned by a Dracloak. Well, like, yeah, I would have built Azumarill very differently, but the Azumarill lists that have been doing really well in tournaments, or that had done really well in tournaments, were played this way, which is like very low supporters and just try to maximize damage and hope you get a good start. So when something like that happens where you have a bad start, Azumarill seems terrible. And I think that is some of the issues with, you know, basing your entire YouTube channel on the results of tournaments and uploading videos based on how decks did in tournaments, is that, you know, RNG exists in those tournaments. So like Azumarill could seem really good, but it's only good if you get off to a good start. Otherwise, it's really bad. That's why you don't see it on the ladder. Yeah, this actually would have been a fine start. Yeah, you gotta prepare. Well, there's PDCGL and then there's Trust Your Pilot playing PDCGL. 2 very completely different things. I don't think I needed to add the very there. That was bad English. Me no grammar good. Unplayable hand? Okay. If this was the 50 hit point Pidgey, that would have been better. Uh-oh. Well, we do knock out the Iron Hands, but I punch myself in the balls for 50, which isn't fun. So we are, oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. We're fine. We're fine. We go for Fan Rotom, Marill, Streep. All right, then we go Fan Rotom. I think I need to save my, oh no, we should probably play with our balls as soon as possible, right? So let's go, yeah, Noctowl, play with our balls, go get this guy ASAP. And we could have donked them if we got a stadium. Just want to point that out. And then we go end turn. And which holo looks terrible? The Fezandipiti or the Noctowl? I think the Noctowl looks sick with the color patterns. Do you disagree? Dost thou disagreeth? And Skybreaker, yeah, Buddy-Buddy Poffin gets Fan Rotom. You can play with your balls. You know, Arven, you play your Arven, you play your Poffins. You got Squawkabilly. So there's lots of ways to get the Fan Rotom. Carrots, you're not subbed. You can't use a bad word like that. We call it a butt here. You know, it's hard to believe that the Switch 2 is out next week. Right? A week after Destined Rivals, the Switch 2 is out, and that just seems so weird. Because I have no interest in the Switch 2. Before it was announced and the price was announced and like the launch lineup and stuff, I was like, oh yeah, I'm 100. Why would I never not get a Switch? That'd be so stupid to not get a Switch. And then now that it's happening next week, I'm like, I really don't care. I really don't care about getting a Switch 2. I'll just wait until we get a 3D Mario or until Gen 10 Pokemon next year. Yeah, the price is one thing, and I'm just like, I really haven't found myself playing my Switch all that much on its own. There's Unfair Stamp, there's Area 0. Question is, what am I doing this turn? I think I just want to boss the handy, right? And Skybreaker, thank you for the 75 cents. You could have farted on me 3 times, but instead you took the high road. And you decided, I'm just going to give Pilot money outright, because I'm chill like that. All right, look at this. Oh, look at this. Look at how crazy this deck is. Look at that. We just one-shot an Iron Hands. Yeah, no Switch 2 gameplay. I had ideas for like a couple videos that I could do on the gaming channel about the Switch 2, but I would buy it, and then I would be like, okay, I don't want to spend $120, $130 on Mario Kart World Tour. Donkey Kong Bonanza, yeah, that'll be a lot of fun, but I don't want to spend $110 on that. And E-Rich, oh yeah, they never update the AI decks. That was a complaint we had after the first rotation, was like, why is the AI still using expanded decks? And then they just never really addressed that. What do you mean a random cow? It is the cow. It is the I Am Legend's mom of the Mario Kart world. Billionaire PDC Joester. Oh, I wish. But remember, I live in Canada, so the Switch 2, to get the Switch 2 with a game and the Pro Controller and just like everything you need, it is $1,000. If you want to get the SD, or sorry, what is it, the SDXC or whatever, it's like $1,000, maybe $1,100 just to get everything. And that's crazy to me. I would 100% just give them the Ogerpon, right? Yeah, and that's not exaggeration. That's not a hyperbolic time chamber. All right, so let's go to Hooters. I want to get just as many Marill as possible. So we want double Poffin. We don't care about energy. We don't care about anything else. We just want to get all the Marill. Pretend like they're bones and you just get all the marrow. Pretend like it's Cubone's evolved form, just get all the Marowak. All right, do I want to stamp them? I mean, I can quick search. Let's stamp them. You know, they don't have a Fezandipiti. We're not doing anything this turn anyways. Wow, we're really not doing anything this turn. Okay, there's a Crispin in the deck, right? I believe so. Yeah, there's a Crispin, so... Oh, we gotta go for a Super Rod. Wait. Uh-oh. We can't use We can't use Crispin? Seriously? I needed to use Crispin without the fighting energy in my hand? That's cheeks. And Skybreaker. Oh, that's the most oh, that Mew looks terrible. That's the most interesting, most fun part about the AI test deck feature in live is that they will try to deck themselves out before even doing anything. You go over to TCG Pocket, you play the AI on expert difficulty, and it's like, no mercy. It's like the best WWE game, no mercy. Because I'm so lazy that I haven't made any new decks in TCG Pocket in like 2 months. So I'm stuck on the Passimian EX quest because I don't have a Psychic deck and I'm too lazy to build it. Okay. Yeah, the cards definitely do glow. That's interesting. I don't know if it's good, but it's interesting. Okay, yep, definitely need this Psychic energy. Really, really useful. Thank you. So I guess I just... Wait, do I want to get an... I don't want to get an Azumarill. Azumarill has an ability. Let's just get a Pidgeotto. Let's just get a Pidgeotto and call it a day, shall we? Like, I'm sure I'll get a Switch 2 very, very... within the next year or two, right? Because if all the leaks are correct, then the Gen 10 Pokemon game will be exclusive to Switch 2. Cool. Okay, I'm all about that. Force people to buy the Switch 2, that's totally fine. Legends ZA is what? The first cross-gen Pokemon game in history. That's pretty cool. But it's just, they didn't show anything. I don't care about playing Cyberpunk on a Switch 2. Like, yeah, that's really cool that it looks that good, but I don't care about playing Cyberpunk on a Switch 2. I'm sorry. You give me Super Mario Universe, you give me Super Mario, new Super Mario Brothers Wonder, I don't care. Mario Maker 3, probably not that, but that'd be pretty cool. All right, well, I mean, I guess I can't knock you out. Butthole Pikachu, yes. Very, very good, Jetty. Yes, very, very good, Jetty. You've spotted the card. You've spotted the Butthole Pikachu. Are you proud of yourself? You don't, what, are you just, you're just going to be in the middle of the street somewhere, and you're just walking along the street, you look in the window of a card shop, and you just yell at the top of your lungs, Butthole Pikachu! Butthole Pikachu! You're one of those people. People cross the street when they see you, I'm assuming. They're just like, Mommy, what's wrong with that person? We don't talk about that. It's not nice to say bad things about people who are that weird. All right, so yeah, Azumarill, kind of fun. Okay, Clam Burglar, that's just creepy. Apparently, do you think they take X-Lax, glue themselves to the seat, and then boot up a TCG live game, and they're the master at, holding it in? Because that's the only thing I think of when I see the Lax Master. I came back at a very weird point. I mean, you can say that about any moment on a Trust Your Pilot stream, can't you? This is why we have the VOD channel. It's the Rule Edge, which is good. No, so we can do what, 270? What's the damage modifiers? It's Black Belt, Training, and something. No, they do the laxative challenge where you take a laxative and then you play PDCGL until you hit Arceus League. You're not allowed to leave your seat. It could be Munchlax, Daniel. They could be into youngsters. You don't know. I swear that that's different. Okay, For the Win agreed. Therefore, it's true. Thank you, ABC. Wait, no, don't do that. Don't be gross, ABC. Just once I wish my community was normal. All the other streamers can relate to that. Don't you just wish your community was normal sometimes? No, you don't. Yeah, I mean, if you were normal, you wouldn't be here. If we were normal, we would not be here. All right, so let's go Marill, Area 0, Underpants. Let's get rid of these two. We're going to go for the Fan Rotom. So what exactly is the damage modifications? We got 40 there. We need 10 more to knock out a Ceruledge, and we... Oh, wait, no, Ceruledge has 270. Aha! Math. I am not good at it. Math. I am terrible at it. Okay, so let's just go... Let's just get another Pidgey. Because we don't want that at the top of the deck. So we'll go Iono. I know. Why are you playing Iono? Because I want to get more cards, okay? See? We got more cards. What's going to happen? They knock out the Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon? I'd like to see them try. What are they going to do? Put a ton of energy in the discard pile, then knock it out? Yeah, right. Wait, we don't have a play for next turn, do we? Oh, yep. Probably shouldn't have used that Iono, huh? Oh, well. This is why I always say, never use Iono. Never play cards when you can play cards. All right, if you just want to use Badoo for a turn, that's fine with me. All right, so double Charcadet for sure. It is going to be interesting come Destined Rivals, because whenever you see a Charcadet, you're not going to be like, oh, this is Ceruledge. Because Charcadet could mean Armarouge for the Ho-Oh Armarouge deck, though. I mean, like, you're going to know within about 10 seconds whether or not they put, you know, a Badoo down, or if they put down a Ho-Oh EX. So it's not like it's going to take a long time to figure out which Charcadet is, or what Charcadet's going to evolve into. But it will be different, okay? Don't take that away from me. And I think the win condition is just waiting until they get down to low enough, and then we just bring up the Varoom. Cool. Fun times. And my strategy with the VOD channel is going to change. I'm not quite sure how I want to do it, but I don't want to upload VODs like right after the stream, because I'm going to obviously take the best games from a stream, upload them into a YouTube video. So then I think I might wait like a week or two to upload the VOD on YouTube, because they're not going to get millions of views. Oh, we just got to wait till they get rid of those Jet Energy and all their energy, and then we win. So it's not like the VODs are going to be like a big cash cow. So I think I might wait at least a week or two. Will I upload the deck list? Yeah, I'll put deck lists as long as I don't accidentally delete them before doing it. What? No, a cash. There we go. A cash Moo Moo Meadows. But remember, you can always watch the VODs on Twitch for 2 weeks. So it's not like I have to, it's not a big deal, okay? All right. Well, actually, no. I think we Vessel to get 2 energy before we use the Fezandipiti. Worst case scenario, we use the Marill to see if the effect is still a thing. Okay. Well, we just, what, go get an Ultra Ball, then use Black Belt's training? Seems like a strat. Yeah, because we can't Jacq off. I don't want to use Unfair Stamp. We just want to get something that I can get rid of. Which means we go play with our balls. Oh, wait. Don't I need... Yeah, we need the Buddy-Buddy. Wait. Marill? Wait. There's a Marill in the deck, right? Yeah. Okay. I know the Twitch's VOD player is garbage, but that makes the anticipation more. Right? You appreciate the anticipation. You shudder with anticipation. Because that's a ability. Is if you're going to get bodied by somebody, you shudder with anticipation. But it's like, I have to trick people into watching the videos on the main channel before just letting them go watch the VOD. You gotta think like a businessman. You gotta think like a masturbator, like me. I'm a huge one. Okay, I mean, we basically just win the game if I find my other Black Belt's training. Don't do that. Yeah, Azumarill's great. It's just in a meta with Monkey Dory, doing 50 damage to yourself and coming up short of KOs on people is never good. You know, you could pair Monkey Dory with Azumarill, which would really clutter the deck up. But I think just going with like Lillie's Clefairy, Defiance Band, Black Belt's Training, Maximum Belt, you know, cutting out the Noctowl. What does the new Shaymin do? It protects your bench Pokemon from damage as long as they don't have a rule box. So everyone on my bench would be protected except for Fezandipiti from something like Screamtail or Wellspring Mask Ogerpon. So it's just Manaphy for single prizers, essentially. All right. Well, you've made my life much easier. Now, the question is, do I go up with this one? I think so, right? We go up with... Oh, I got a discard too? Sure. Let's get rid of you and... Oh, we don't have our Ogerpon. Ruh-roh, righty. Okay, yeah, let's go there. Do we have both of them? Both of them are in the discard pile. That's not good. We got a Pidgeot. Remember when I got rid of my Rare Candy thinking I'm not going to need that? Oh, no. Okay, well, we're going to do the thing then, okay? I'm calling an audible. We're going to do the thing. I mean, I could just bring up the Rev room, right? Wait, do we have a Pidgeotto? We should have a Pidgeotto somewhere. Pidgeotto should be somewhere. Save us, Pidgeotto. We believe in you. Okay, I want to do funny thing and bring up the Rev room and use rollout. But I think it's just a case of bosses the Rev room and wait a turn. I think that's all we can do. And are you saying I made a terrible joke? Because that's impossible. I've never done such a thing. Okay, so I need Night Stretcher. They need a Jet Energy, which they might just have, but they were down a couple. Oh, they're down 3. Oh, yeah, Clam Burglar. Yeah, that was a terrible joke. If you weren't a mod, I would time you out for that. It would taste like grass? What do you mean, what would a Shaymin taste like? It would taste like grass. Now, here's where my opponent has a question they have to ask. Are they going to use Rumbling Engine to draw cards? They only have 12 cards left. They do need to prioritize energy to attach to the Rev room. Or do they just believe they're going to... Okay. Okay, they got their last Jet Energy. How many stretchers are they down? They're down 1. Oh, man, so that pretty much guarantees they're going to have enough. But I can knock out the Ceruledge. We have the bosses, so I Pidgeot for Unfair Stamp. And we have to... Okay, so we have to go Nest Ball. We do need to get the Cornerstone Mask. We need many things. We need several things here. And I don't know if we're going to get them. So let's go Fezandipiti for 3. Well, the good news is we got absolutely nothing. We got literally nothing. So I can bosses. I have to bosses the Fezandipiti. And then do I Heart of the Cards it? I mean, I want to Heart of the Cards it. Like, the odds that they have a Gust card are so high. But it's like, I have to just bosses the Fezandipiti. Night Stretcher for the Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon. And then just kind of hope here. Yeah, not much to do. Get the Marill out of there. Here we go. And Itchy Balls, welcome in. I'm about to lose to a Ceruledge deck because I don't know how to count. It's a fatal flaw that some Canadians are born with. Yeah, they just go bosses, the Skibidi or the Ogerpon. Because that's what always, or they might just Briar. That'd be pretty funny. You think a deck this destructive would lose its gut? Oh, they don't have it? Because that's Illumin. Oh, what? Wait, what? What was the point? You had it. What was the point of all that? You had the Fezandipiti. All right. Okay, we'll switch it around. We'll hit it from the back. And kilometers, yeah, they're mean like that. They BM'd all over me. And Anti-Snowman, I would not call myself an Oilers fan. I would say I am so desperate for a Canadian team to win the cup that I will cheer for the Oilers. Decky Dewey. So yes, it's not a case of are you an Oilers fan? It's are you so desperate for Canada to win the cup that you'll cheer for the Oilers? And the answer is yes. And Itchy Balls, Thursday as always. And Juan. Yeah, it is not going to be here in one day. It'll be here in 2 days. 10 a.m. specific time. You know, I know you've watched all my videos. If you haven't, go rewatch all of my videos from the past month and it will tell you everything you need to know. Three mulligans. 3 mulligans to get a Badoo start. Fantastic. All right, so this is the deck that can shut down Monkey Dory. I know. No, Clan Burglar, bad. You clap your own cheeks right now for me. Okay, if Edmonton and Florida face off again in the finals, Edmonton's going to win this time because their roster is exactly the same. Oh, this is it. This is it. And maybe too many. There's no such thing. Okay, so yeah, I like how the balls are more visible. Oh, we got Artisan. Okay, this is great because I can go for my Monkey Dory. They don't know that I have the sauce. They don't know that I'm going to base them with my sauce like they're a turkey or like an owl. What do you think owl tastes like? Probably not very good, right? Because like an owl is like not just doesn't look like it tastes very good. Don't leak the sauce, Skybreaker. You're leaking the sauce. You're not allowed to do that, okay? I'm the only one who's allowed to leak sauce all over other people. All right, so we have a Maractus. Maybe at some point we hit him with the old Maractus. Yeah, we'll just go double Entendre. And then Itchy Pollen. All right, they have no idea what's about to hit them. They also have, you know, the setup. Okay, there's a Frostlass. How do I do math? Because if I move a damage counter from the Badoo, or if I move a damage counter from Monkey Dory to Badoo and take the knockout, oh crap. Okay, that's fine. That's less fine. It's a Badoo off. We're whacking each other off. Watch out. There it is. So this shuts off Monkey Dory's ability and their Frostlass's ability. Unfortunately, they have the Grimmsnarl. This is... Wait, is this good against Grimmsnarl? Maybe? And Anti-Snowman, we don't allow links to be posted here and you're not subbed. So that means you get a timeout. We got another Tinglu. Oh, so wait, did this used to happen? Where if you put your mouse on the stadium, it stops glowing? That seems like it shouldn't happen. Right? That seems like a thing that shouldn't be a thing. All right, well, let's take the 10 from you, put it on this guy, because they did go a little too far on their Monkey Dory strategy here. So let's go for another Monkey Dory. We got to hold the Tinglu. That is very important that we hold the Ting-Lu like they're balls in your hands. And then I believe it's just an Iono. And Clamburglar, thank you. I mean, I don't hate what just happened. So we go Snorunt away, and we put, what, another one there? Because then we're guaranteed to have like a 2-prize turn next turn. Oh, and so to get back to the Switch 2 thing, do you know how little I'm playing my Switch these days? I bought a PS4. I know, it's like I had a PS5. I got rid of that. I had an Xbox Series S. I got rid of that. And I was just like, there's so many games on PS. Oh, crap. I forgot about that. I forgot that they can just knock me out. I should have grabbed another Badoo. That's fine. But yeah, it was just like, why? Why don't I just buy a PS4? There's lots of games on PS4. I don't need the shiny new PS5. A PS4 is super cheap right now. That Arven looks pretty good with the new holo. It just seemed to make sense, right? Like, I never played Hogwarts Legacy. I never played Dead Island 2. I've never, believe it or not, I never played Until Dawn. Never played Days Gone. I know that's coming to PS5, but there's so many games I just missed out on that I feel like I need to play. But you make the big-time streamer... Oh, yeah, that big-time streamer money. I can afford to pay 2 weeks' rent. What about Marvel Rivals? I played Marvel Rivals. I'm not really about games that take skill. I don't know if you've noticed, but that's kind of my Achilles heel. Yeah, I feel like that's not how this should happen, right? The glowiness shouldn't disappear from the artisan when you click on it. All right, well, let's just try for another Monkey Dory, I guess. Okay, so let's go. Oh no, I should have Arvened for my balls. That's fine. I enjoy playing with them. Okay, so yeah, let's go for a Frostlass. We shall. Yeah, I should have item locked them again because now they can just get Grimmsnarl, and that do be bad. That do be bad. But we'll be fine. We got triple Monkey Dory. What could possibly go wrong? We have 2 Frostlass on the field. Everything will be fine. And Anti-Snowman. But I don't really like games like that where you have to play like 100 games to really learn how it works. Like with Fortnite, it's a third-person shooter with a giant map. And, you know, 2 minutes of action at the start, and then nothing happens for 20 minutes while you recover, and then you get up to it again. You know, Marvel Rivals, I feel like I'd have to play 100 games to know which character I like. You know, I'd have to learn the maps. With Fortnite, you don't have to learn the maps because there's just a map. Right? It's just, there is no maps, there's just one. Okay, how exactly does Trust Your Pilot win this matchup without walking into Mordor? Yeah, they're going to obviously take the damage off the Monkey Dory. Probably going to put 30 on the Frostlass. Or, okay, put it on the Monkey Dory, that's fine. They're playing with their secret box. I'm just not sure what I do against Grimmsnarl. Like, do I de-evolution? Is there a de-evolution in the deck? I would assume so. But the Ting-Lu, when I saved the tweet, when I favorited the tweet, it said, oh, this is really good because it shuts off Frostlass and Monkey Dory and does all the things. But this was before Grimmsnarl came out. This was before Grimmsnarl started doing all the things and making life difficult for everybody. Do you have another rare candy? That's greedy. That's super greedy. And Skybird, yeah, hero shooter. I never got into Overwatch or any of those things. You know, I played Halo. Give me a Halo Battle Royale game. Would have played the crap out of that, but they never did it. They chickened out. They chicken jockeyed out. I don't know much about the internet, but according to the internet, saying those words means I get like a 10,000 subs if I just say chicken jockey. There we go. Yeah, they Blazikened out. All right, there's a rescue board. That's good. And then... what, do I counter catcher the Frostlass and then go... Unfair Stamp them down to 2. We get the research back. We did not get the research back. That's fine. We have triple of those things. Okay, is there anything that I need to be aware of? We have counter... okay, so counter gain is how we win this game, right? So I just go counter gain Maractus and probably Pokegear because we have the Nest Ball for the Maractus. Yeah, see, I know what I'm doing. We go Maractus, retreat, counter gain. Obviously, I'd probably prefer to have a Bravery Charm in this situation, but that's fine. And then... yeah, I think I need to knock out the Monkey Dory. I think we just... I know it would take more damage between turns, but I just want to knock out the Monkey Dory, just heal as much as I can. And then I can't take a knockout here. Okay, I know that for sure. We cannot take a knockout here because then that would activate my balls. And you don't want to see me when I'm hungry. All right, so we'll just start building up damage on the Grimmsnarl. We have the de-evolution, and then we go corner. See, I know what I'm doing. See, I knew the strat was Maractus. I don't quite know how we're going to win here with, you know, heavily damaged Monkey Dory. Anti-Snow, but the Minecraft movie came out like a month ago. Yeah, what are you going to do now, Decky Dewey? There's nothing you can do. I also, you know, haven't seen the Minecraft movie. Oh, we win. As long as my Monkey Dory don't get bodied here, we win. I've also kind of backed myself into a corner where I can't really use the de-evolution. I've backed myself into a corner. Get it? I've backed... never mind. Okay, so we don't have a Darkness Energy in there, and that's okay. Maybe letting a Monkey Dory die is not the dumbest thing in the world. Actually, I think that's actually a smart idea. I think that's actually the smartest idea I've had since not wearing pants today. Yeah, I think all we do is just let a Monkey Dory die and build up as much damage as possible, because that means the counter game will stay alive for as long as possible. Or I can put the Bravery Charm on the Monkey Dory. No, I think we let it die. Right, so it'll get knocked out coming into my turn. We'll still have a couple Monkey Dory. And Anti-Snowman, this was never going to be... oh, I forgot about the Maractus. Uh-oh. I forgot that the Maractus also kind of needs to be saved in this situation. No, this will go on YouTube, but it'll be in the VOD. And I'm going to probably start putting a little bit of effort into the VODs where I do like timestamps and stuff. Because it's definitely a balancing act where I want to put the best games in a YouTube video on the main channel. Uh-oh. Well, you can't bring up anybody and stick them there. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a balancing act how I handle things. Normally I handle things with 2 hands. Yeah. All right, and then we just put more damage on the Grimmsnarl. Wait, can I just use de-evolution right now and win? Wait, don't I just win the game if I use de-evolution? Probably, right? Sure, let's see what happens. I don't know if this is right, but we're gonna do it anyways. If this is wrong, I don't want to be right. We'll heal you. We'll get rid of the Fresh Badoo. I think I do just win. I think this is a full butt wipe. Okay, assuming we have a Monkey Dory in the deck, we do. Tinglu, you were just a card that existed, Tinglu. I'm playing fast. I'm playing fast and loose. Yeah, we got the Devo moment. Look at this. We just took 5 prizes in 1 turn. We wiped their entire butt. We took all the prizes. We did everything. And de-evolution, they never saw me coming. And Josh, well, no, because the new... oh, the de-evolution, they still do the hops. They still hop. Don't worry. They didn't change that. The cards still hop. No, we're playing bad decks because it's the last day of the format. We're saying Alola to Journey Together. Okay? We're saying Alola to Journey Together because that also means hello and goodbye. And Quanit, no. Because remember, it doesn't, Ting-Lu doesn't shut off EXs. So I will try my best to get it to work here. I will do everything possible to get my Ting-Lu in the active and shut off some abilities. Because remember, it shuts off Cloak, it shuts off Noctowl, it shuts off... Unfortunately, there's nothing that turns off I Am Legend's mom. Yeah, but you also have to look at the fact that I had leftover decks that I hadn't gotten to. You have to remember, I had to slap this, you know, normally it seems like I put days of work into my streams. But no, what you have to know is I was like, oh, TCG Masters can't play that today because PTCGL's back online. Everyone would complain, why aren't you playing terrible decks on a terrible game, Pilot? That's what I always come here for. Wait, double luminous energy. Is this Okie Dokie? That seems fine if I just corner a Latias, right? This is 100%. You cannot tell me this is not a different color scheme. Maybe it was gray before. Maybe it was something. But wait, Pult with 2 luminous. I disagree. All right, so let's go Poffin for double Snorunt. It is 100% different. No one can convince me otherwise. And then we just go, what, 1 Badoo? That's probably fair. And then we just attach. We play 3 or 4. No one plays Luminous Energy and Dragapult, okay? You play like 1. You play 3 Fire, 3 Psychic, 1 Luminous. That's all you do because you can't Night Stretcher a Luminous. You can't Crispin a Luminous. No, I have decreed it. Someone who never plays Dragapult knows what they're talking about, okay? And Clan Burglar, I can. I know I can, and I want to. Okay, so the strat for next turn is just put Frostlass in the active, gear, assuming I don't get item locked, I would gear and hope for an Arven, get a Nest Ball and something. And Josh, I disagree. Okay, we're item locked. That's less fun. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to enact my Ting-Lu strategy very well here. But we can, you know, maybe they'll put like a Fezandipiti into play and we can just corner that. Okay, well, I got a Luminous. Itchy Pollen, that's fine. I'd prefer not to lose an energy. Hey, there's an Artisan. So we just go Artisan. You know, probably should use Artisan first. Yeah, see, I told you. I know what I'm doing. And then we go Artisan for a Monkey Dory. Yeah, we just go Artisan for Monkey Dory, and then boom. Doesn't really matter how the order of operations happens here because we have the thing. And then if they want to item lock me, guess what's going to happen? You're going to lose your Badoo next turn. Wait, Gazer Beam's here. You have to announce your presence with money. That's how this works. Okay, you know, I did a free plug for your podcast earlier today. You know, normally people would get paid for that kind of stuff. They put a bravery charm on the stupid Badoo, seriously. So, I mean, I feel like I should get compensation for that, Gazer Beam. You know, it was one of the greatest advertisements for a podcast ever. You know, I talked about how you and Steuben, just masters of your craft. And, you know, Gust of Wind, that is totally not a... You totally can't turn that into something you can make fun of them with. Okay. We got this. Okay, here's what we can do. I can Arven for a Nest Ball. Oh, this will be hilarious. Okay, we can do it. I'm gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I told you I was gonna do it, even if it's dumb. Oh no, we can't do it. Because I'm still item locked. So unfortunately we cannot do it unless no, we can't. Unless we top deck no, we can't. So let's go Unfair Stamp and Bravery. Actually, we probably want the rescue board. And then, do I just go triple Monkey Dory? And E-Rich, I know. Well, I mean, I can do whatever. Oh, why do we have triple Monkey Dory? I don't know. Because I am an idiot. All right, let's go 1, 2. Get these guys set up here. And then 1, 2. We hit them with the old Itchy Pollen. Wait, the Monkey I don't know why they introduced that feature where the cards on the bench rearrange themselves when you use their abilities. Again, it's just the unnecessariness. The unnecessariness of it all is what really gets me. You know, oh, we could spend our time making this a playable game. Or what if we change the holo pattern? Or what if you use the Monkey Dory ability, it rearranged your bench? The fans have been asking for that for years. We got to deliver. And yes, I know I jammed up my bench and that prevents me from putting Tainlu down. But there's a reason for this. Does the position matter? If you have OCD, yes, it does. And if you put your dudes into play and you want to have your energy dudes on the left and your non-energy dude on the right for tracking purposes, then yes, it does matter. It matters to me, Blue Tosa. Are they just gonna... This is amazing. Thank you. You're doing exactly what I wanted you to do. Are they seriously just knocking... They want me to use Unfair Stamp? Because they saw me get the Unfair Stamp. I wasn't being a koi fish about it. I literally got it with the art like I showed you. I have Unfair Stamp. Interesting. Okay, well, we still have to, you know, get the thing. All right, let us... I mean, we just put the Tainlu in the active if we get it, right? We're just not messing around. We're not screwing around here. They thought you were bluffing? I never bluff. Oh, we got an Ultra Ball. Oh, we also have a Professor's Research. Wait, do I want the research? Probably, right? So let's go Ultra Ball away, that and that. We got the Tainlu, baby. What you gonna do now? I did hear of a potential glitch with... No, what are you doing? I wanted to... We had it. Everything was coming up Millhouse. You weren't going to be able to draw cards. You weren't going to be able to Monkey Dory. We got to run this one back. That was not fair. We had the full run back there, and they just didn't want to have any of it. I know, right? How could they do that to us? For the Win needs to step up his Twitter game. He's posting still... Joestar again. He's posting still images of holo cards on Twitter. For the Win, if you need a masterclass on how to post tweets that enrage people and bait engagement, slide into my DMs. I know how to do that. You know, I tweeted about, oh, Picnic Basket is the best card you're not playing right now in your deck. Literally 2 seconds of effort. Oh, also the V-Star marker tweet's already over 200 likes. But the Picnic Basket one, 467 likes, 0 effort. Do those internet points mean anything? No. And E-Rich damn straight. And S-Fan, TCG Pocket does. TCG Pocket's a new set every month, which is insane to me. Like, it's beyond insane. And Joestar, well, lucky for you, I have a terrible starting hand. But I would win if I had a good starting hand. So you should be proud. But yeah, S-Fan, it's really bad for TCG Pocket. Like, the new set is out on Thursday night. So 13 hours after Destined Rivals goes live, guess what happens? There's a new TCG Pocket set. Okay, so we just go Nest Ball. I guess we get the Monkey Dory. And just hope. That is our strat. Clam Burglar. Okay, this is a family-friendly stream. But yeah, like it's... The name of the set, what is it? Interdimensional Crisis or Existential Crisis or something? That's a great name for a set. And like the fact that TCG Pocket has Ultra Beast and Standard and we don't is kind of weird. And Clamor, yeah, well, remember, TCG Pocket is most likely gonna cross $1 billion. Yes, $1 billion in revenue with the release of Interdimensional Crisis. That's just kind of what they've been tracking towards. And that is nutty. And then this game has made $0. Now everyone's like, oh, but they supplement the cost of the cards to make this game. Yeah, and it shows. It really shows. Yeah, we've Joestar, you only won because I lost. Yeah, we're cooked. I guess I can just Night Stretcher for the Badoo back. I bet you can't knock out 3 Badoo in a row. I'd like to see you knock out 3 Badoo in a row. It can't be done. I mean, if Joestar's listening, they would obviously go for the Monkey Dory. But Joestar might not know the strat. Oh, crap, they're going for the Monkey Dory. Oh, they're going for the Frostlass. Okay, that's fine. One of these days, we'll get a playable card. I really don't like how the cards glow when they go into the discard pile. That's just a little too distracting. But this is PDCGL, right? It's like... Yeah. But this is PDCGL. If you're looking up the words unnecessary visualness, PDCGL will be right there. They love just having the most unnecessary visual effects that do nothing but distract you or give you a seizure or give you a headache. They've done it from the beginning of time and they will continue to do it until the end of time. Yeah, we're cooked. Joestar, you've angered me. Yeah, or just yeah, unnecessary and just bad. Yeah, that was yeah, that was not fun. You know, a Jolteon shirt, not a Vaporeon shirt, and Joestar, hey, you didn't remember, you didn't win that one. I lost that one. Let's play some Copperajah Monkey Dory, why don't we? Another weeb? But I'm already surrounded by weebs in chat. Yeah, the only reason you won is because you were stream sniping. Yeah, if this was a fair game, you wouldn't have won. All right, so let's do a prediction for what? The last game of the stream, which will be the next one. So the next game will be the last game. And I will let chat decide what you want me to play. We could play this again. There was Archaludon Zoroark, which is bad. But I mean, it has Zoroark in it, so it can't be good. I could play the Hops Corviknight, which I played before, and it's not very good either. It's just like a really bad spread deck. But remember, Shaymin's coming out on Thursday. This is your last chance to see a spread deck without Shaymin in format, though. I mean, you just play Monkey Dory with Frostlass, and Shaymin's kind of done anyways, but... It exists, you know, Frostlass decks are playing Shaymin. Well, I don't think we're going to start the Ursaluna. You know, I think maybe starting the Ursaluna might be a bad idea, so we're not going to do that. And this, I believe, is a Turbo Energized deck, if I had to make an assumption. And it's very important here with Bronze Body. It says this Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks. It doesn't say from your opponent's Pokemon, so it doesn't get affected by its own Nosequake. So it's those very minute details you have to pay attention. Oh my god. Okay, well, we're playing a Monkey Dory deck. Let's go. Get rid of that and that. Hit him with the old monkey. Oh. Do I go for the Squawkabilly here? I feel like I don't need to. What was this guy attacked for? He attacked for 2 metal and a colorless? Huh. And what are they going to do turn 1? Nothing? Yeah, let's see. This is my first time playing this archetype, so we'll just, you know, we'll see what happens. And then we go end turn. I think we go Copperajah. Obviously, Copperajah EX in the active. They can't do a ton next turn, but I will need my millions of Monkey Dory. And Erich, what do you mean next format? This is the Destined Rivals format. Look in the bottom left right there. DRI. DRI. This is the Destined Rivals format. What do you mean next format? Are you talking about Black Bolt and White? Okay, well that's not fun. I need metal energy. Oh goody. We don't have metal and we don't have any energy. Fantastic. Love that. Okay, so we'll put, and we can't even put the heavy baton on the active. So next turn will be a turbo energize. Hopefully this deck plays metal energy. That would be nice to see. Apparently the deck also doesn't play Monkey Dory. And Erich, I told you earlier that with the ball, you always wear shorts. It's summertime here in Canada now. So for the next week, it's going to be really warm. Of course not. Jeez, Rich. You know, it seems like you were too rich in channel points that you wasted them. Okay, so we go Turbo Energize. And I would assume there's a Precious Trolley in this list, and the deck just decided to screw me over. I believe that would be the what the kids say, ow, my balls. All right, well, let's go. I mean, I don't want to waste an Ultra Ball on a freaking Monkey Dory. So let's go. Let's just go Earthen Vessel. And then we get rid of this guy. Go for double metal. We attach to the active. All part of my strat here. And then we go into you. Turbo Energize. Double metal. We are not doing what we need to do to win, but we are doing things. And Erich, the best show ever made. So yeah, I can almost guarantee you that the ace spec in this deck is Precious Trolley, and it would have been perfect to play on that turn. So guess what we didn't get? Guess which card just happened to be missing? But they gave us an Artisan, which is really bad on their part. So if I can get... Oh no, we can't really do the thing. We could do the thing, but we can't really do the thing. But maybe we can do the thing. Because I believe. So we can potentially do the thing if I just get a really good top deck. Because we have the Artisan for a Monkey Dory. If I have 2 Monkey Dory down, then we knock out the Grimmsnarl, and that's probably game. The Frostlass damage I don't think is going to affect how the math will work. But the 2 energy switch, the Artisan, if I play Ultra Ball, I have to attach. But I think I can do this, okay? And Skybreaker? Oh, did they try to hit the Copperajah? Did they try to hit the Copperajah? I think they did, right? Because they didn't hit the bench, so they definitely tried to hit the Copperajah. Ethan's Typhlosion, easy. 100% Ethan's Typhlosion, easy clap. Oh, I probably should have checked to see if we have cards in the deck. All right, so we don't need the Turbo Energize anymore, and I don't think we need the Ultra Ball anymore. Yeah, we don't need that, so we'll just get rid of that. At Erich, it was never fun. Okay, so we hit him with the Ultra Ball. Watch this. Watch this absolutely goated play. They don't even know. They don't even know why. Oh, wait, no, I lose. Oh, I screwed up. Because the darkness energy is in the wrong place. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, so I knew I was going to be 1 card short. But we were definitely 1 card short. All right, so let's just do it. And then we hit him with the energy switch onto... Actually, I probably... Nah, let's... Whatever. Whatever, I don't care. And you're excited for Crustle? I mean, I'm not really excited for that many decks. Why is that 40 damage on that one Monkey Dory higher? Who knows? It's PTCGL. Yeah, I definitely didn't play this properly. I just thought I had it, but then I realized, oh, I needed 1 more energy switch or 1 more card. And obviously, we just wouldn't have had that, so that's my bad. Good news is, oh no, my Monkey Dory is getting knocked out. Well, there's no good news. But I know for next game how to win this matchup. I can also potentially win with it, but why is this 40 higher? It makes no sense. Make it make sense. So they unfortunately used math better than us. And I'm including us in this because, you know, you're supposed to coach me. Oh no, we want a thing. Okay, sure. Whatever. Okay, what can I do here? Nothing? Sounds great. What can I do? Nothing. Awesome. All right, so we'll go 1, 2, because I don't want them to get a Fezandipiti play here. That would be not good for us. All right, so we just end turn. There we go. I told you. I told you we had Monkey Dory in the deck. Okay, can I fix that? Nope, apparently that's just kind of stuck there like that. So, because you notice how the damage counters on our Duraludon and Croparaja are correct, and you look at this guy, this idiot, it's not correct. Okay, so they're putting things back as long as they don't have a support. Well, I think they're going to get an Earthen Vessel or an Energy Search, attach it to the Monkey Dory, heal some damage, and punch my butt. Wait, does Cedar Box do it? I guess they just got the Cedar Box because their hand sucked, so they'll just be like, okay, well, now I'll get an Earthen Vessel. Okay. Yeah, Counter Catcher wasn't live. There has to be an Earthen Vessel or a Night Stretcher or an Energy Switch if they have one, or an Energy Search. Some way to get a Darkness Energy. I guarantee it. And I'm saying Night Stretcher. Though they did just shuffle in 2 energy. Oh no, Night Stretcher it is. Because they know what they're doing, and that's always a problem. And nobody voted... Wait, what? Oh, they have rare... Wait, they have... Okay, that's fine. Rare Candy Grimmsnarl, that's really bad. Love that. Can't really do anything anymore. Okay, well, okay, fine. You win, Laxweeb. This will be the final game. Nobody bet in the prediction. Laxweeb's farting everywhere because of the actual acts. I'm going to redeem myself. I'm not a big fan of the Archaludon in the list because I do feel like you need to prioritize the Turbo Energize and stuff. And the Psychic Energy for the money, I don't know. But obviously the Archaludon is there in case you get into a situation like I was just in, where you don't have enough energy on your Copperajah, so you evolve into Archaludon, put the energy on the Copperajah, then you can attack again, and just get all your monkeys in a row. And Josho, but nobody bet against you because everyone believed in me to win. That was the problem. Everyone believes in me too hard. I'm like Santa Claus. Everyone believes in me. Yeah, but if I happen to lose for the first time in history, then unfortunately you would have lost those channel points. Okay, I believe we lead with this guy just in case. Just in case. Oh, no. Okay. A Hydreigon matchup is actually maybe winnable. That has to be different. Okay. Well, just watch for like 10 more minutes. You'll get more. Okay, we have... Well, now my options are vast. I think we just go double Q-Font, double Monkey Dory, and a Squawkabilly. And then we hit him with... Okay, yeah, we hit him with the Hammer In. We go Iono. We just want to get a Turbo Energize. This is why I think you want to cut out the Archaludon, is because you just want to have the turn 1 crap in my pants. Well... I think I just go directly into Squawkabilly, or I could put another Metal in there for an Archaludon next turn. But I don't want to shuffle the deck. That's the problem. I don't want to shuffle the deck and... See? But I got all my energy. You know, that was a brilliant play, except for the fact that I got all of my energy in my hand. So, brilliant play, yes. Screwed over by PDCGL, also yes. The hamster in the wheel keeps turning. Eternity approaches. Or the end of eternity. Oh, crap, I got the Hydreigon already. Okay, that's fine. Oh, that's Crispin. Oh, let me guess, you got a Neo Upper in that hand. And then they'll Obsidian. We're screwed. I was gonna say El Screwdo, but we're just screwed. Because they'll use Obsidian. They'll knock out monkeys. Oh my god, they just have it already. How did you... What? How did... This is... They haven't done anything. They didn't even do anything. They just got it like that. Oh, they're knocking out the Q... Oh yeah, that's... We'll play one more, okay? They were gonna knock out the Duraludon and double Q... How did... That is like the perfect hand. You know, that was crazy. I wonder if this is Joltik Iron Hands. This is an easy win, as long as you get set up. But the fact that they just got energy attached turn 1, and it was the right energy, Crispin turn 2, along with Sparkling Crystal, no Squawkabilly, no supporters, no nothing. That is when you know PDCGL likes you. Oh, they're playing the chicken. Okie dokie. I will choke that chicken. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, it really does look weird without the V-Star marker. Because PDCGL launched on Brilliant Star's launch day. So this is the first day in the history of PDCGL where there has not been a V-Star marker on the board. Yeah, this is the first day in PDCGL history. Right? Wow, they're playing the free version probably, maybe with a couple upgrades, but this is, yeah, a couple upgrades. This is the start they want. Wait, was Miraidon in the free version? Can't remember. Yeah, so this is the first day, because PDCGL launched just over 3 years ago, which is when Brilliant Stars came out. This is the free deck, and I'm going to lose to it. And there was always the V-Star marker, so this is the first day. And Miles, there's going to be no Mega marker. Oh my god, okay, Precious Trolley, Turbo Energize. There's no way we lose now. If I lose this game, it's because the game is rigged. Okay, so we go... Wait, do we have an Archaludon? We do not have the Archaludon. That is bad. All right, so we just go triple Monkey Dory, and then Turbo Energize. You are not going to boss anybody up, okay? I refuse to let you do that. And then we go Turbo Energize, double metal, 1, 2, and then we win. The thing is, they're not going to put... I mean, they could put a Mega marker, right? They could say, like, you can only Mega Evolve once per game. But I feel like that would have been something they showed off in the original announcement. I just have it saved. There we go. Because you look at it, the only blank... I mean, maybe there is a slight blank space above where Orajab is that they could put it. Because where the bottom left, that's just the set name that they're hiding. But the mega rule is that they take 3 prizes. It kind of seems like the 3 prizes is the only difference. Like, there is a little bit of room, but I doubt it. It just doesn't seem like they're hiding anything from us. All right, well, yeah. I guess we just go Turbo Energize again and Pokegear. Okay, so let's hit him with the Darkness Energy. Turbo Energize. We'll put 2 on the other one. 2 metal on the other Q font. And then I think I win. Well, I mean, it would make sense, right? We're trying to come up with ways that Mega Evolutions aren't just really dumb and boring and, like, low effort. And being able to have, like, a Mega Evolution marker where you can only Mega Evolve into 1 Pokemon, that would actually be kind of cool. I just don't think there's any room on the cards for it. Let me just grab the Guardy. Because you look at the art with the swoosh above Overflowing Wishes, there's no room. The Mega EX rule is finalized. The top right, the Mega Evolved form of Gardevoir. Because for V-Star powers, it said, like, you can only use 1 V-Star power per game, right? Or was that... Hang on. Let me refresh my memory here. Yeah, it specifically said you can't use more than 1 V-Star power in a game. So it would say somewhere on this card, you cannot Mega Evolve, you cannot put more than 1 Mega Pokemon into play during a game, which would be smart in terms of what Mega Evolution is, but also dumb in terms of that's really dumb. So yeah, there's just, we're going to win this game, by the way, because I'm goated like that. I'm goated in the sauce. But there's just no room. This is the final design. They've probably already started printing the September set with Mega Evolution. And yeah, there's just no room. Logistically, I don't think it'll happen. Okay, we're just going to get all the Pokegear and it's going to be great. We have, I believe this is an Arven turn. We just go Arven, these nuts, and Heavy Baton, Ultra Ball. Heavy Baton on this guy. That there. We don't really need to do a whole lot. I don't know why I overloaded that. And then we Ultra Ball away. Yeah, let's put that there. Let's Ultra Ball the Squawkabilly and... Actually, this is a smart... I'm very intelligent. You don't understand how smart you are until you think you're an idiot. Watch this play. Boom. You want to save those darkness energy on your Monkey Dory? You use the energy switch. Yeah. Boom. And we just knock out the Pikachu with damage next turn. Easy. Look at that. Look how smart I am. I bet nobody saw that play except for me. There's nobody watching this being like, oh, I knew what I was... there's no way. Oh, I totally saw that. No, you didn't see that. You'd be lying to yourselves. Well, yeah, I kind of figured the Copper... Oh, no, the Copperaja is not getting knocked out. That's amazing. The Copperaja survives. What was it? The stupid Bianca's Devotion, seriously? Are you proud of yourself? Are you happy with your life right now? Oh, I'm going to use Bianca's Devotion. Oh, yeah, let's get that Bianca's Devotion. Ugh, you sicken me. You make me sick. And Erich, that would be too complicated. As you know, people can't read this game. Or people who play this game can't read, so now you're being greedy. Yeah, you didn't see it. You definitely didn't see it. And now you're about to get punished. I'm gonna have to punish you for that. All right, can we please... Ooh, there's a research. Yeah, I don't think there's anything better I'm gonna want here, unless it was like a Crispin. Yeah, the only thing I would have wanted there would have been probably Crispin, but I don't even know if I have any Darkness Energy left in the deck. Well, we're about to find out, so let's get rid of the Ursaluna. And then we just win. Easy. Okay, so how much damage does this guy do? This guy does 50, so there's no reason to heal the Copperajah unless I heal... Actually, I guess there is a reason to do it. Because it does force them to not attack with the Combustion. So let's just go, yeah, 30 on that guy, and then... He believes in... Okay, then we heal this one in case they try to get crazy here. And let's just... Yeah, let's just... Eventually we'll knock out that Blaziken. You know, one day that Blaziken will get knocked out. All right, well, we managed to beat a free deck that I think did I rank this one the worst? I may have ranked the Pikachu deck as the worst. I'm not 100% certain. Yeah, because Pikachu was the worst? Or did it... No, something else was the worst. Maybe it was... I can't remember. There was 8 free decks. Pikachu is one of the worst. Because it's just so weird with, like... Yeah, Blaziken makes sense, but the Kilowattrel... You have to use the Blaziken to power up the Pikachu. You can't use the Kilowattrel because you don't have enough Blaze... And then you got the freaking Miraidon in... No. No. Bad. The people who responded to me on Twitter and said, nah, the Pokemon company is really cooking. You are incorrect. Okay? You were incorrect in that assessment. Zoroark? Oh, no, I meant like in the free decks. Was Zoroark one of the free decks? No, it's not a default free deck. It's a Battle Pass deck. So it's not one of the free decks. It's just one of the free decks. Oh, this is going to be great. So the Blaziken gets knocked out. I think What, did we just knock out the Kilowatt? We can knock out the Kilowattrel. That's crazy. Oh, don't want to do that. I can just literally knock out the Kilowattrel with damage. We can only use half of our Munkidori abilities, though. All right, so boom, boom, boom. Yup. This is such a fast process. Such a soup. And I love how the bench rearranges itself after every ability, too. You know, it makes so much sense that this Munkidori goes to the far right. Look at that. Isn't that fun? We did 120 damage to a Kilowattrel without attacking. I mean, I guess I energy switch? I guess? Sure? I don't know. That probably makes a difference, right? And then we win next turn, right? There's nothing that they can do to stop me from winning the game next turn. If they target a Munkidori to prevent the Wattrel KO, then I have Copperajah to knock out anybody. So that's literally checkmate. There is nothing they can do to win, which they should have known from the very beginning because they were playing the deck that, you know, the #1 Prestige 2 most handsome player said. And we will raid Sunny, so that'll be the end of the stream. Thank you for coming out. So the next time you see me, guess what's going to happen? Journey Together the format will be over. There will be a new battle pass. I will, as I always do, you know, tweet out like, oh, something crazy happened. There's some crazy stuff going on. I will show off the Charizard sleeves. I'll show off the 2nd anniversary hat. I'm pretty sure I'll tweet out the music. That'll be another cool thing. I just have to remember. Don't let me forget there's Team Rocket music and a Team Rocket theme. So we'll listen to that for the first time Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Is when the new format truly begins. Yes, Destined Rivals technically started now, but the format truly begins on Thursday. I have oh, crap. Yeah, that's fine. I have a million decks on why you should be, or what decks you should be playing. You're seriously gonna make me do this? Wait, can I just bosses the Kilowattrel? Is this faster? I don't know if this is faster or not, but I'm pretending like it is. Because this forces me to only use 2 Munkidori, and I don't have to go searching for a Copperaja, even though we had 2 Night Stretcher, and I could have just Copperaja first, and that would have been faster. But we're using Confront. Okay, enjoy Sunny's stream. I know that's a very difficult thing to do. But we won Copperaja Munkidori. Surprisingly fun. I'll put the link, or sorry, I'll put the list in the description of the YouTube VOD, which is one reason why you should always click on the VODs, because then you can get the goated lists that I couldn't put in Twitch, because you should subscribe to my VOD channel.